Yeah, what's up, man? Back, man. We back. Yep, got another banger. Here we go, man. How y'all doing, fellas?
What's the deal, baby?
What's good?
Man, I can't call it, man. It's your boy, man, with my son Tez. We got Kev Curate in the house from Keep It a Stack.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Kev? And of course, Jeff. What's going on, JB?
What's up?
Man, you know it, same old thing. We about to get into some things, man.
Hey, before
I'm
we
very
get
happy to be here.
Yeah, we got our sponsor, Juju Bang.
Yes, sir.
Juju Bang, you know what I'm saying? Your body feeling the pain, go get some Juju Bang.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? You want to stimulate your brain?
Juju Bang.
Get you a Juju Bang. Yeah, you can't slang the thing. One impression, man. Juju Bang.
It'll have you right.
We got all flavors, man. We got the pina colada, we got the mango, we got the tropical berry, and we got the berry fusion,
and we also
tropical fusion or whatever it is.
We also have a fruit punch, but somebody drank that, but we ain't gonna say nothing about it.
Fruit punch, man. You know what I'm saying? We got flavors, man. So
flavors, man.
Just tap in, man. You already know we got it.
So, man, we got a good one coming for y'all today, man. There was Kev had an interesting little run-in with the laws,
man.
Yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday?
It was Thursday. Thursday night.
So Thursday night, he had a little interesting run-in with the laws, man. So
in Johnson County too.
In Olathe.
Are y'all surprised?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
No. So
man.
Kev, we're gonna let you take it from here. I don't know if you want your video, you want the actual event, or you want to start with the video that you said first.
Yeah, you can start with the video, please.
Okay. All right. The first video you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Get over there. We gonna do this
video of the incident, yeah. Or the one on YouTube, yeah. Did I send it? I didn't send that to y'all, but y'all pulled it up.
No, I got it.
Okay. Yeah,
I got it. You want the brand rights from first?
Yeah, to know your rights, yes, sir.
Yeah, we on that right now. We on that right here. We in there. That's it.
Speak up.
No, not that one.
Oh, not this one.
Not that one. The know your rights. It's probably in your history, but I could go here first.
Video,
you know what?
Video. You talking about your video?
My video. Uh-huh.
Video. All right, I'll show your video. I thought you, all right.
Mm-hmm. Olathe, y'all. And Olathe. Right here.
Olathe.
Here it is.
Oh, man, Carl, why are you on my side? I'm not doing anything. I do not have to step out of this vehicle, sir. What you were talking about is color of law. You came to me trying to contract with me. I'm not contracting with you. You did not stop me. It's not lawful. That's color of law. So you were listening. You have your body cam on. What you're stopping on me? You don't have an investigation. You don't have an investigation, sir. I'm not stepping out of this vehicle. I'm in fear for my life. If I step out of this vehicle, I'm not stepping out of this vehicle. Not one law was broken. Not one law was broken. You're trying to contract with me. I'm not stepping out of this vehicle. And in fact, I'm leaving. I'm not stepping out of this vehicle.
Out of there.
All right, so giving some background right quick to it. So we out there to help a friend out. You know what I'm saying? They had some a DV incident. Not gonna ever say no names and stuff. So we out trying to pay the bondsman. So we're trying to figure out, to get money off the Cash App card, you got to go to either 7-Eleven or you can go to some banks. So I'm out there on Santa Fe. All right. So all of a sudden, I saw the car behind me, but he turns on his lights. All right. So number one, I'm one of these people that I filled out all my paperwork. I put it out there with the recorder of deeds. I filed it with the court clerk. I used to be married out there and stuff. So as this was going on, to make sure they don't mess with me on child support, make sure they don't mess with me on restricting my right to travel, all of that. I put all that paperwork out there, fellas. So, okay, they know this stuff. It's timestamped. So when the recorder of deeds timestamp something, it's barcoded. So they can just hit it deep and it comes up. All right, so what I actually recorded was my straw man is property. So when they convert us into, when you see your name in all caps on bills, when you see your name in all caps on your ID, when you see your name in all caps on your driver's license, they've converted a living, breathing person into a corporation. So when they ask for license and registration, that's who they're looking for, so they can charge you. All right. So in my case, I already have my right to travel, all that stuff, my tags and all that is private and all this stuff. Okay. My stuff is in order. They know this. So this cat comes on the scene, hits his lights. Okay. Number one in law, if that's a federal crime. I mean, it must be a federal emergency for you to turn on your lights, for an officer to turn on their lights. People don't know that though. All right, so what's the emergency? There is no emergency. So when they come to your vehicle, they're trying to contract with you. That's why you don't answer, do you know why I stopped you? So instead of saying that, he didn't say that. He said, the reason why I stopped you. Now, sometimes they go into that. This is contracting. So reason why I stopped you is because your tail light is out and you don't have any tags. Okay. So I just simply handed him my affidavit. I carry it on me. That's timestamped and stuff. Just simply handed that to him. So he was like, well, this isn't a license and all that. I said, everything you need is right there. All right. I'm not answering no questions. Everything you need, take that back, read that, holler at your superiors. So he comes back and I'm expecting him to try to contract with me. So he's all like into what's your name and what's your birth date? That's none of his business. So the next question to him was, am I under arrest? So he goes, you were being detained. All right. A lot of people don't understand the difference between arrest and detain. All right. So with arrest and detain, if you are under arrest, then they must read you your Miranda rights, where you have the right to remain silent and all that. So that's the first video. That's that video, Tez, that you can play right quick, because I'm gonna have it stopped at a certain point. So go ahead and hit them with the Miranda rights.
Oh, shit. Yeah, this shit right. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Speak up to invoke your right to remain silent. What are the Miranda warnings? In 1966, in the case of Miranda versus Arizona, the Supreme Court held that the police must advise a suspect in custody of his constitutional rights before questioning that suspect. These rights, secured by the Fifth and Sixth Amendments to the.
Okay, so they have to, before they got to read you your rights. All right, they can't just sit up there and act like you've committed a crime. And so, especially a dude like me who already there's a fee schedule in that paperwork that I handed them. If I'm illegally arrested, $100 million. If I'm this, and this, you know what I'm saying? They're carrying guns, all that kind of stuff. Everything's explained in that affidavit. All right, so most of the time, when they start calling themselves law enforcement officers, they're not in to enforce the law. They they swear an oath when they become police, and that's to protect and serve. All right, they're of the people, for the people, and by the people. Where they get that twisted is they're expecting everybody not to know their rights. So when they're coming to your vehicle and stuff, that's your private property. You pay personal property tax. So just on that. So since he didn't give me my Miranda rights, since I'm not under arrest, I'm basically free to go. I was talking too much when you know what I'm saying? But it's on the fly. You got adrenaline rushing. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like I said, I fear for my life. In this day and time when they have body cams, all right, it is important that, you know what I'm saying, you get somebody on the phone, or preferably the person with you start recording, because it ain't what you know, it's what you can prove. So when you do this, they can't dispute this type of stuff. So I asked that man, am I under arrest? That man never answered or responded that I'm under arrest. He went into some, you were being detained. Okay, so I want to read y'all something right quick. This is very important, y'all. We've been losing people because of this. Y'all know that. Sandra Bland was killed. All right. It says, what is detainment? When police officers detain you, they believe you committed illegal activity, but they may not have enough evidence to place you under arrest. When you are detained, the police can hold you without taking you into custody while they ask questions to learn more about a situation. Okay, so you can't suspect somebody of a crime, not nobody like me that's reserved their rights. Either I committed a crime or I didn't. If I committed a crime, then I would be under arrest. So since I wasn't, I left. All right, so it says police need more than mere suspicion to detain a suspect. They must have proof or a good reason to believe you committed illegal acts. If the police think you have committed a crime, they are permitted to detain and question you for up to 20 minutes without placing you under arrest. Okay, so we were there for 20 minutes. We're trying to get up out of there. We got to go pay this bondsman for this person to get them out of jail. So I left. So that was that. So, you know, in looking and being wise for people in the future, just ask that question. If you are under arrest, if you're not under arrest, you can leave. If they say you are being detained, they got up to 20 minutes, like it says, you can go. You notice they don't block your vehicle. You know what I'm saying? They never really get in front of your vehicle. They come behind you. Also, too, it would be wise for anybody that if they hit the lights, you need to go to private property. All right. So in my case, Quick Trip is a public place. It's a safe place. All right. So in the event of you being told all that kind of stuff, go on private property. All right. Don't get out of that vehicle.
So when you say private property, are you speaking like somebody's driveway, somebody's a store, or
like a business?
So any business.
Yeah, because they can't tow your vehicle. You know, they would need permission from that person because that ain't their property. So when you just stop right on the streets and stuff, dirt roads, whatever, they can tow your vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Because technically those are their streets and all that kind of stuff. A U.S. highway, you know. So it would
say he didn't know that.
Yeah, so it would be wise, y'all, for y'all to get on private property. That way, that's up to that owner. If I want this, you know what I'm saying? They'll tow your car if it was all that. But anybody sensible is going to be like, if they explain the situation, yeah, you know, my boyfriend or my wife and all that, man, she got taken to jail. This is her car. We're gonna move this car, my man. Okay, they can't just tow it. So that's why I pulled in Quick Trip. I pulled in that Quick Trip on Santa Fe. When I pulled in that Quick Trip, they were getting behind me. All right, so y'all know how they do us as brothers, right? Y'all know they got all these other cars, and it was like 2 other cars that got behind their car. Mm-hmm. So when I simply pulled off, they didn't chase me. I'm expecting the chase and all that kind of stuff. So also, too, just giving some perspective to everybody, there's a difference of color of law. Color of law is the semblance of a law. Okay. An actual crime is when you injure someone or you damage their property or you stole property, because that's really damaged property per se. You stole from them. Okay. So if that did not have a tail light, It's not a crime. Jaywalking, that's color of law. Speeding, that's color of law. Also, the state is a fictional entity. So a lot of times in a lot of these charges, a lot of people, they're banking on the fact that you don't know your rights. Okay, you don't know the difference between color of law and law. So when they say they are law enforcement officers, no, they're color of law. They're enforcing color of law. Tags, color of law. Ain't nobody hurt, right? Speeding, that's a projected rate of speed. And you would have to follow somebody for an hour for them to actually be speeding.
So basically, if the speed limit, per se, is 55.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have to be driving 55 miles per hour for an hour for them actually to say that I'm going 55 miles per hour. So if I'm going 65, if they clock me at 65 miles per hour and the posted speed limit is 55, they can pull me over and say, you were going over the posted speed limit. That's
they can't pull you over, because if you look at that sign, it says speed limit 55. That's deception. That's deceiving. Okay, so if you are monitoring speed and the rate is miles per hour, how long did it take you? And this is how people win cases and stuff. Okay, so how long does it take them to clock that? Seconds, right?
Seconds.
Within seconds. So we're not operating on miles per second. It's
right.
Miles per hour. If you stayed at that speed for an entire hour, you would go 55 miles away. But if you went 55 miles away, you would be out of the city. You know what I'm saying? So it's deceiving what they do. And nobody's injured. Okay. In the case of somebody like, the only person I can bring up, sorry, Jeff, I don't mean it like that, is Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs hit that woman in the back of her car, and her car caught on fire and she died. That's vehicular homicide. He actually injured someone.
Crime. So that was the crime.
Yeah, yes, sir. But see, when they start talking public safety, it's for your good. You should slow down, and that's not their job. They are peace officers. A lot of people don't understand that. They're peace officers. They're the only come on the scene when the peace has been breached. Okay, so like, back in the day, they used to be like, turn your music down. Right. Huh? Yeah, when they were messing with people over their music, if someone complained and called them on the scene, like, hey, my neighbors are being noisy. Hey, open up the door. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Can you turn your music down? That's because the peace has been breached. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So in the case of like your tail light or headlight is out, a peace officer, hey, did you know your tail light is on? Thanks, officer. All right. You know what I'm saying? They should be on some officer friendly type of stuff. You remember officer friendly?
I mean, for real.
Right. Yeah, but see, they're not on that. They be banking on the fact, that you don't know your rights. Also, too, just right quick, because I know Johnny asked me about the straw man. So when we were born, our parents filled out the birth certificate. The birth certificate is asking the mother for her maiden name. In the event she signs that, in essence, she's marrying the state and giving that child away. That's why the child comes back a ward of the state. That's why they can award custody. The state doesn't really have jurisdiction over us. But when you fill out a birth certificate, give them that birth certificate, and then you file a social security number application. Once that comes back, that is a bond. The birth certificate comes back on bond paper, and so does the social security card. It comes back on bond paper. They're taking that money. They become trustees over the entire trust fund.
Is there a way to avoid that?
Right.
Yeah, you got to reserve your rights on that birth certificate. So if you were to simply put without prejudice, UCC 1-308, and then sign your name, preferably in red ink to symbolize you are alive, because black ink symbolizes this is a dead person. They some slick bastards, y'all.
Dang.
Okay, they are some slick bastards, but don't nobody know that this is happening. So, in the event of child support, this is what they're doing. You're getting a letter from the district court trustee. A trustee is somebody that's over a trust bond, right?
Right.
That's somebody that's over a bond. So this is what's happening. The mother, in average cases, I ain't trying to get on y'all ladies. What the mother doesn't realize is we all can eat off our own trust funds, because it was public law in 1933 when the government took all the silver and gold and they made Federal Reserve notes cash. You were able to discharge your debts. Okay. In fact, the government's supposed to discharge all of our debts, all the straw man's debts, but they know we don't know that. So what they end up doing is, that's why we paying lights. Lights are already paid. Even the invoice comes back with a positive number, meaning this is an invoice. Okay. Evergy, you getting a light bill. It's a positive amount on there. It ain't negative. They done already took the money. So yeah, y'all. So it's very important that you know your rights. So when I left, it's gonna be people saying, well, he could have got killed, and y'all better not do that. You could get killed. If you ask them, are you under arrest? And you are not under arrest. Trust me, they know your rights. You don't know your rights. You know what I'm saying? If you are being detained, you ain't got to stay there. Right, it's over.
Okay, so the paperwork that you said that you filed, as far as like what you showed the officer, like how does one go about doing that?
Okay, so pull up that second video.
Okay.
We're gonna go there right quick. All right.
Hey, this is good information, y'all. So, like, if y'all tuned in watching, man, like, pull out your pen, your paper, take notes, and listen. And look, I always tell anybody when I'm talking to anybody, man, y'all don't have to take my word for it, man. This
Yes,
stuff
sir.
is information.
Yes, sir.
Research and look up this stuff on your own. Take out your pen, take out your paper, take notes, and then follow up. Follow up. Do your own due diligence. Do your own research and find out this stuff. This stuff is like, we're in the information age. It don't make no sense to be ignorant to things now in today's time. So I just
okay. So yes, sir. Yes, sir. And even my Bible believers out there, the scriptures say, my people perish for lack of knowledge. All right. So here's some knowledge. You might want to write this one down. Title 18, Section 241. Title 18, U.S. Code, Section 241. This is a conspiracy against rights. This is what the police officers are doing every day. Every day when they start calling themselves law enforcement officers. So it says right here, if two or more conspire to injure, don't they usually have a second cop come to your car?
Yep.
That second cop goes on the passenger side. If two or more persons conspire to injure, oppress, okay, this is color of law, you're being oppressed, threaten, get out of the vehicle. What did old boy tell Sandra Bland? I will light you up.
Yep.
Threaten or intimidate any person in any state, territory, commonwealth, possession, or district, DC, in the free exercise of enjoyment of any right, you have the right to travel. That's why they're tricking you to go to the DMV to sign for a driver's license. You can't convert a right into a privilege. There are many people that, driving's a privilege. You can't do that. That's against the law. All right. In the free exercise or enjoyment of any right or privilege secured to him by the Constitution, they're sworn in. All right. Or laws of the United States, or because of his having so, exercise the same. Or if two or more persons go in disguise on the highway, state trooper, that uniform is a disguise. Okay. They can be licensed all they want, but they swore in as public officials to uphold the Constitution of the United States, so help them God. They swore to serve and protect. Are they serving and protecting you if they're oppressing you on color or law? I think not. Okay. Or on the premises of another, I pulled in Quick Trip. That's somebody else's property. All right. With intent to prevent or hinder his free exercise or enjoyment of any right or privilege so secured, I gave him the affidavit. They shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 10 years or both. And if death results from the acts committed in violation of this section, or if such acts include kidnapping, what is an arrest? You're being kidnapped. You don't know where you're going. Okay. Or an attempt to kidnap. Wasn't that an attempt to kidnap everybody? He's asking me to get out of my vehicle for what? A tail light?
Right.
Aggravated sexual abuse. When you go to the police, when you get booked in, do you not have to strip buck naked?
Yeah.
And bend over and all that stuff? That's sexual abuse. What are you doing all that for? Or an attempt to commit aggravated sexual abuse, or an attempt to kill. They have guns. They should be fined under this title, or in prison for any terms of years or life, or for life, or both, or maybe sentenced to death. They killed Sandra Bland, or she died on their in their thing. So yeah, y'all, this stuff is deep. So pull up that next one. Yeah.
Write stuff down. Take notes. Pause it if you have to.
Play this video or
Yeah.
go to the next one.
Yeah,
The last
Yeah,
one.
go to the next one, the last one. And this is it for y'all right here. This is the very next section, the very next one, Title 18, U.S. Code Section 242. This is the deprivation of rights under color of law. All those traffic stops, the majority of all of them, if you didn't injure nobody or you didn't damage nobody's property, it's all color of law, the semblance of a law. A statute in the code is not necessary. It's not law. The Missouri revised statutes and all that old RSMO and all that stuff, that's not law. Those are just codes. Okay.
I'm going to play this one.
Nah, you don't have to play it. I'm going to just read it right quick. Okay. So the first word, whoever, and whoever is whoever. Whoever under color of any law, statute, ordinance, regulation, or custom willfully subjects any person in any state, territory, commonwealth, or possession, or district to the deprivation of any rights, privileges, or immunities secured or protected by the Constitution or laws of the United States, or to different punishments, step out of the car. Have you what's the breathalyzer test and all that? They're not supposed to be doing all of that. I suspect that you're driving under the influence. Under the influence of what? Okay, that's your car. That's no crime. You drinking is no crime. Now, for public safety, it would be wise that you drink responsibly. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say drink responsibly. But anyway, okay, it says they should be liable to the party injured in any action at law. That's why I had that affidavit. Suit in equity or other proper proceedings for redress. Oh, hold on. I'm on the wrong one. My bad. 242. Hold up. All right.
I
Hold
think
on,
you
we
sent
gotta-
me, you
we
sent
gotta
me
pull
two
up
of the
the right-
same one.
Yeah, we got to pull up the video.
Yeah, 242.
It's 241.
Check that out. Check this out. All right. Y'all ready?
You can
Yeah,
go
y'all got
ahead.
241 up. Y'all got 241 up. My bad. Go ahead.
That's the only one. That's the only one I got.
Oh, that third. Okay. It should have been
I
what,
think
3,
the
2,
last
1.
two
It should have been
same
3,
one.
2, 3, 2, 1. It should have been
Both
the
of them
third
same
one.
241.
Yeah, that's what he was saying earlier. The both of them videos was the same.
That was the same.
So he.
Oh, okay. I got y'all. So 242, I'm just reading it to y'all. Okay. So or to different punishments, pains, or penalties on account of such person being an alien or by reason of his color or race than are prescribed for the punishment of sin. Actually, y'all could pull that one up for everybody.
We got a question
18.
real quick.
Okay, yes, sir.
He asks, so how do you avoid getting shot if you know this information and refuse to comply?
How do you avoid getting shot? You're gonna wanna get what is called a writ to travel, WRIT. to travel. Let's say all my people want to come up off of you don't want to operate off no driver's license no more. You get what is called a writ to travel template. Okay. You take that, you get it notarized. A notary gets their power from the Secretary of State. You get it notarized, you take that to the county recorder. You get all your copies, you keep you a copy in your car at all times. Okay, at all times. That's now your license. All right, all U.S. roads are insured. The writ to travel is going to go into case law. I would do a commercial affidavit of truth because the template that you need goes into a fee schedule. It also has the writ to travel in it. It goes into a fee schedule like mine. Y'all can't see this, but mine looks like that. All right, it's got about 7 pages.
Say it again, Don. I don't think he heard.
That's what the what you call it, the wit? The writ?
Writ, W-R, yeah, like right, like the word right with the W without the E. A writ, W-R-I-T.
That paperwork you just showed that's what that is, right?
Yeah, it's called the commercial affidavit of truth. All affidavits are to be truthful, but what you want is the commercial affidavit of truth with the writ to travel template. And it'll go into warning. And then you want to get a passport photo and put it on there.
So do you need an attorney for any of this?
Nah, because an attorney is just going to attorney the law. You are now, you are representing yourself. All right. This is natural law. They don't want, an attorney wants to get paid. All right. They want that straw man to be under the laws of the state, which is really under the codes of the state. So when you're doing something like this, you want to go down the rabbit hole. There's no shortcuts to this, y'all. You gotta be able to understand what you're doing, all that. So if you did that and you have this now and you hand this to them, it's got a fee schedule in here. I'll give y'all an example. It says unlawful or illegal arrest without a lawful and true Fourth Amendment warrant is 100 million. Assault or assault and battery, 10 million. With a weapon, 50 million. Illegal or unlawful search and seizure without a lawful and true Fourth Amendment warrant, 100 million. Denial or abuse of due process. Now, due process is when you got to be served. Somebody over 18. Let's say the citation requires that you go to court. That's all the citation is. It's a notice to appear. All right. So once all these ducks are in a row and you understand this, they really can't mess with you, and they're not going to mess with you. So usually what happens when I get pulled over is they had this and they go back to their superiors and somebody tells them something, but next thing is like, have a nice day, Mr. Brown. All right. So a Kansas trooper, you know what I'm saying, just wrapping it up like this. I got stopped by a Kansas trooper. He came to the car. So here you go again with these plates. I'm like, what? You don't know me. What are you talking about? So I hand license and registration. So I hand him that. He comes back to the car about 15 minutes later and it's like, I'm sorry, I had the wrong person. You're free to go, Mr. Brown. And that's that, y'all.
So do you not have plates on your car at all?
Yeah, I got private plates. Like it says something like no insurance, no driver's license required, no insurance required. So
that's what
they don't mess with me. That's what my plates say.
That's
yes,
crazy.
sir.
I ain't never seen nothing like that.
Boy, I be getting, man, people be rolling their window down when I go, or if I go in the store and all that, they be like, hey man, where you get your plates from? So some of them are like, man, I'm studying about the straw man and I understand that stuff, but man, where'd you get those plates? And I'm like, boy, look, you eBay them. Okay. But I'm like, you better know what you're doing though. So yeah, man. Yep. I just had to let y'all know that, man. I didn't mean to go that long, but Hey, this knowledge is power. Y'all know that.
Yeah, I kind of figured it was gonna go a little longer because that like that's not a subject that you can tackle in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we not gonna give it all to you, man. Y'all got to keep tuning in to get this stuff, man. So we just want to try to and get a little bit of it, and then if y'all want more information, y'all got to keep coming back, man.
There you go.
Free games, man.
Yeah, y'all just got some free games, so and he's giving it to you here, man. But man, I appreciate that. I seen the video, man,
and that was in Johnson County, Olathe, Kansas, man. So
how many niggas you know that did some stuff like that, boy, and pulled off on their ass and they ain't even chase me?
Hey, I cracked up. I was like, God damn, boy. I was just saying, please don't run over this nigga toe, man, because now they
boy.
Nah, that you know what though? Real talk, he never touched the vehicle. I had my windows all the way up and my doors locked. Because y'all know they done pulled some cats out of cars. Nah, you ain't got to do that. You got the right to remain silent. You ain't really got to say too much at all. Okay. Know what I mean? Like,
Real quick. Say if they do, like they tell you to get out the car and you be like, sir, I'm not stepping out of my vehicle. And then they get the yanking on your door and yanking on you. Is that
lock that mug, boy? Yeah, lock that mug. Yeah.
Can they do that legally?
No. Okay. All right, so when you're asking them, am I under arrest?
All right, that's why I think it's crazy. My boy, he live in Johnson County in Olathe right now. He was like, yeah, this is crazy. Like,
boy, look, he know about him.
20 years though, so he already know. Yeah, we already know for sure.
The Texas call them the law. they got them laws. Them laws.
Again, so when you say, am I under arrest? And they say no, at that point.
No, they ain't gonna say no. They're gonna be like, because that everybody needs to ask that question. Ask that question as soon as you get stopped. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, you never, ever, when they come to your car, don't never say yes. Don't start going up, man. I know I was speeding. I know I was. Don't do that. Yeah, you're waiting on the contracting question. So the contracting question is either he or she is gonna tell you why they stopped you, or they're gonna ask you, do you know why I stopped you? That's a contracting question. You never answer that yes. You let them attempt to contract with you. They trying to pull you. It's like getting your number. So can I have your number?
They're trying to raise me up.
So basically, we should say nothing.
Say nothing, because you got the right to remain silent. Right. You let them go into that.
What they need, your ID, your license, whatever. And then
they want that straw man. Yeah, like, they about to spit game to you. Yes, sir. They about to spit game to pull your card. You know what I'm saying? Literally pull your card. Like, what's your name? Now, reason why I stopped you is because this and this and this and this and this and this. You don't never answer to that. You know, okay. You just listening. You listening to game. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So then they're gonna go probably into some stuff like I'm telling you, y'all gonna look at a traffic stop totally different from now on. They're gonna do a contracting question. You don't answer it. Then they're gonna ask you for the straw man license and registration. I simply hand them that. It's timestamped. That's my license now. That's your license now. Yeah. Okay. You don't even have to have that. Say you didn't have that. You don't have to get them anything. It's them that have to say that you committed a crime. Now, if you just got in a fight with somebody and you jumped in your damn car and he's driving a such and such and such and that's your car, then they gonna come with probable cause. We have reason to believe that you just fled from it. So that's where detainment comes in. They can detain you, but that's only for it's short. Yeah, it's short. So it's like, okay. Some people go into, am I free to go? So if they are trying to get you up out of that car, you are fearing for your life, y'all. You don't know what's gonna happen to you if you get out.
All right, I got another question.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, say I get pulled over,
mm-hmm.
and they come with the How you doing, sir? You know why I stopped you? I say nothing, right?
Nothing.
And then they say,
No, or you can say no.
okay,
No.
just say
In a
no.
nice way. No.
Okay,
I
yeah.
don't.
Well, sir, the sticker on your license plate is missing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have
I got you,
license and
buddy.
registration on the car. At that point, what do? I don't have the paperwork that you have.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, what does the average person like myself and maybe the other people that's listening who has a driver's license or registration or whatever to the car, when the peace officer asks for that,
Mm-hmm.
what do we give it to him, right?
We're gonna go to the Miranda law on that mentally.
Okay.
All right. You do have the right to remain silent.
Mhm.
Do you really want to answer him? You don't have to
No.
if you don't want to.
Right.
Okay. So let's say you do kind of speak. You're like he goes into them charges or whatever. You haven't been charged yet because he hadn't written a citation. So they're fishing. All right. So you do have a license on you, but you kind of don't want to give it to him. So in that case, I would say, am I under arrest? If you're not under arrest, you don't have to stay there. Am I under arrest?
So
Well, nah, I'm just, just want to, just asking you for your license and your registration. And you don't have to give them that.
So basically, for 20 minutes, I got to go back and forth with this guy.
You ain't even really got to go 20 minutes because it's really not defined. That was like when I read y'all that earlier. That was somebody. It just says for not too long. Whatever too long, 5 minutes could be too long to you. Because if you're not under arrest, why you there?
Right.
You know what I mean? You're bothering me. You impede my right to travel. They're impeding your right to travel. Why are you bothering me? Ain't no crime being committed. What's up? What's going on here? Yeah. Get up out of there. Because when they start calling these superiors and all that kind of stuff, then they gonna try to can you step out of the car? Now you in a situation where I ain't trying to get shot. But if you go back and look at it in the case of Sandra Bland, he was done with her ticket. He started talking about put her cigarette out and you seem a little bothered and what's wrong with you? No, I'm just da-da-da-da-da-da. Then he started getting into that, like, step out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Why do I have to get out of it?
Another question just popped up and he was asking, I'm assuming he's asking like if they telling you to get out the car and stuff without probable cause. What do you
Am
do
I under arrest?
Situation?
Huh?
He's asking, what do you do in that situation if they trying to get you, you know what I'm saying, to comply or whatever, get out the car when they do not have probable cause?
You can leave. If they don't have probable cause, then this is an illegal stop. That's illegal. You know what I'm saying? They can't stop you. You didn't stop somebody, and that they're not stopping you. We're stopping. You know what I'm saying? We're the ones pulling over and stopping because they turned on these damn emergency lights. So in that case, if they haven't established that there's a crime that's been committed, and you ask them, am I under arrest? If they didn't answer that you're under arrest, it's on you how long you want to sit there for. Because they're going to get that straw man. That's what they're fishing for. They want that straw man. If that straw man has warrants, done. Done, son.
Man, y'all, hey, good questions too.
Yeah, I'm here to help y'all.
Definitely, I want to feed this information, man, but we got to keep it moving. Because we can be on this subject because, like I said, this is not a subject that we can stay on it just like 10 minutes and get through a lot of it. So, man, Kevin, I appreciate you sharing that, man.
Appreciate it, y'all. My pleasure, man. Hey, rest in peace to all the people we've lost from shit like that, man.
Yeah,
please,
and we gotta know our rights, man. We gotta know our rights, and we gotta know how to be able to maneuver out here, man, because it's so many traps. Like it's the world
man.
Trap, you know what I'm saying? So we don't want to be caught.
Whoa, they went in the backyard and killed that dude, Cameron, man.
See, I mean, come on, man. Like we
They
just
shot that dude on 63rd, boy, on 63rd and Prospect at that BP. Shot him in the back of his head.
Man,
Police. Wow.
I think my brother was telling me that was like one of our people's cousins. That
Damn.
happened to,
Sorry,
man.
y'all. Rest in peace.
It's
Yep.
just like, man, this is very important
Nah, for
information,
sure.
man. So
He also do his own thing too, so you know what I'm saying. You could tap in with him.
Yeah.
On his own thing. It's
Check
called
me out on
Keeping It
Facebook. It's called One Stack by Create, KREA. Also, Create Radio. Download that on Google Play. It's only on Google Play. I ain't got it on iOS yet.
If you can just type that in the comments, so you know what I'm saying. If they need to call you, they can go ahead and do their thing.
Yes, sir. My pleasure.
We're gonna give a shout out to our sponsors one more time, the Juju Bang. So you know what I'm saying, make sure you tap in with the Juju Bang. You feeling some pain, get some Juju Bang. Trying to stimulate that brain.
Juju Bang.
Juju Bang. You trying to impress the main.
Having
You know what I'm
problems with the
saying?
thing.
Juju Bang, man. You already know, man. It's gonna work for you.
What's your thing, man? What is your thing? Are you talking about a dingaling or something, sir?
Ding-a-lang.
You know, trying to slang
If you ain't hitting below the belt, so to speak.
Juju Bang.
And she's gonna love it too. Like what's Frank Thomas?
Juju Bang. Come on with it, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, that was good information, man. So we're gonna get into some of these sports topics, man. What's up,
Kev,
Jeff,
I think
man?
you put that in the private chat. Put that under the comments tab, bro.
Okay, my bad. What had happened? Yes, sir.
So everybody know where to reach you at. Keep it as One Stack by Kevin
you gonna have
Create.
to do it again. You got to do
hit him up on his Facebook page, follow him. You know what I'm saying, man? This information is always there for y'all, man. And again, we're gonna have this on the show. So like next time we just gonna give y'all tidbits. And y'all we gonna make y'all do y'all research, man. If y'all want this information, it's there for y'all. We're gonna share some, and then the rest y'all gotta, if you want it, go get it. All right, Jeff, man, what you got?
I just wanted to talk about, we always talk about who the greatest head coach is. The greatest of all time. Or wanted to get y'all's opinion and feedback. I was thinking,
that's a juicy one right there.
Yeah. Slump right now. His team is doing to us, so people question if he's like ruining his greatest of all time.
Brady made him
coach or whatever. So, they always say a coach is only as good as his players, right? So I went back thinking, we all like, who's the greatest NBA coach in y'all's opinion?
Phil.
NBA?
I would say Phil Jackson.
Based on what?
Championships, the way he can put his team
together.
His style. He had some of the greatest players too, man. That
but it's basically based off his number of rings, right?
I mean, that's what they try to base it off of, but I think that's not the end all be all, because if we did that, then you couldn't say Michael, if you was basing it just based off rings, you couldn't say Michael Jordan was the greatest basketball player of all time.
Yeah,
if you only went by rings. So I think it's a combination of things.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Because I was a Bulls fan. Okay, I watched every game, TNT and TBS that came on. This is way before cable like it was, and then national TV and all that. So Doug Collins had the same talent. Just about. That's Doug Collins when Scotty and Horace are drafted. Okay, but they couldn't get over the hump. So Doug Collins got fired because they couldn't get over that Pistons hump. Mm-hmm. Phil come in with that Zen. I don't know what he doing with that Zen, y'all. Is everybody getting high up in there? Or whatever's going on. Everybody all relaxed.
The triangle system.
What was his team? Because I was about to say, was it the triangle or?
Because that's Tex. Texas. Tex Winners is the triangle. So you know what I'm saying? Like the defense is the defense, and then that's the offense. But it's like, man, Phil's approach to Michael was more or less score a little less and rely on your teammates. Not take over the game for sure, but you know what I mean, get them involved in this, and then you saw Michael do somewhat less, and he conserved his energy, take over the game. And that led to championships. You know what I'm saying? And then the same thing. Y'all remember Kobe with you? Huh?
Would he have
My
had the
bad.
same success with a lesser team, less talented team? But that's what
I mean, you
criticized for it now. He ain't got the same talent he used to, so now they're questioning his coach.
Let's take the Lakers. Who was the
Phil never took a bad team and made them better. He always had the best players in the league on his teams in Chicago.
Well, that's why he got hired with the Bulls. So the Bulls weren't over the hump. Once he got them over the hump and you win 6 rings, you ain't going to the worst team. Would you take a job with the worst team? Just to prove?
In my opinion, that's his greatest coach of all time argument.
Yeah. Who was that coach with the Lakers that had Kobe when Kobe was shooting the air ball? Who's the dude with the white hair? Dale. Y'all remember him? He had Nick Van Exel. Eddie Jones. And then Kobe, the young Kobe. So he couldn't get over the hump. Phil come in there with that zen and all that, boy. Kobe and him and Shaq.
18 years old too.
Yeah, but he bought into that system. He bought into the system.
Pat Riley was the Heat.
Yeah, it was Dale Harris. Y'all remember Dale Harris with the white hair?
Yeah, because he used to be in Dallas.
Yeah, they were not winning with Dale Harris like that.
Run and shoot type coach.
Yeah, I want to outscore everybody.
5 million points and not play.
Yeah. In football, that's hard in football, y'all. Because are you judging it off? Did he do more with less? Did he do? Because if I say,
that's a factor.
Yeah,
but I think in football you gotta. I think it's about wins and longevity. Like,
I agree.
You know, it's got to be wins and longevity that where you can kind of base that by, and then you have to go down the numbers. Mine, I would always, I would always bring in that bias side, but I mean, it's arguably could be true. I would go with you can't not build because of what he's doing, what's going on right now.
Right.
You know,
that's not what defined them.
We play to win championships, so championships has the factor. We're playing to win it all.
Yep.
So championships has the factor. So if I did a short list, say if I said Andy and Bill Walsh,
right
now it comes down to why Andy or why Bill Walsh? And if I said Andy, it would be because it's sustained. That man done been to 2 different franchises and got over 100 wins with both. Who does that?
He's the only. I think he's the only one.
Who does exactly? So Andy might be the GOAT. Big Red. Big Red might be the GOAT.
I think he is for real.
Yeah, because he's proven it over time. He has the wins. He has the championship. I mean, he don't have as many as Bill Belichick, or who else?
So if a Patriots dude said it's Bill Belichick,
the Patriots,
how would we argue that? Could we argue against that? I don't know if you can. I think it's more or less
because they're championships now. When you say Bill Belichick, he has the longevity, but they're strictly looking at, well, who else has 8 rings or whatever he has.
The reason why I eliminate Belichick, you got caught cheating 3 times, bro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the asterisk is there.
Yeah, 3 times.
We haven't mentioned the boy in Pittsburgh, man. He hasn't had a losing season.
Mike Tomlin.
Since he's been a head coach. So that's what.
Boy, I'm 53, so I go back to Chuck Noll. So I'm like, Chuck is 4-0. Tomlin got 1. Bill got 1. Yeah. Bill got 1. Chuck, I think most Steeler fans would probably agree that Chuck is the GOAT, but they would have to be a certain age.
So the question is, who is the GOAT head coach?
Well, that's always been an argument, like who is the greatest coach. So then,
who your short list, JB?
Is going to be different.
Give me your top 5.
Who your short list, JB? Because John Madden could be mentioned.
Yeah, not in no
Mm.
order, not in any particular order, just a
For
top
NFL.
5. NFL.
Yeah.
Shit. Now come back to me because I ain't think about that.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, I go.
Go ahead. Let me check you out, see. Let me check you out.
Make some notes here.
I would go. I like Leap. Now, this is not in any particular order.
Mm-hmm.
Levy with the Bills. He took them.
Mm-hmm. Marv.
Yeah, you took him to 4 straight championships.
I think Marv went to school here, boy. I think Marv Levy's
Are we
he
going
went to
any
school.
era or just in our lifetime?
in any era that you can remember. Like
I can't. Yeah, that you can remember. Yeah, go ahead.
We
Go
ain't
ahead.
going like to Vince
Check you out.
Lombardi. We ain't going back to that time frame.
Marv Levy was an educator.
Yeah,
Back when all they did was run the ball 50,000 times.
You can say whoever you remember. I'm just going because I can say John Madden. I could say I would definitely put Andy Reid in there. I would definitely put Bill Belichick in there, and I would put Mike Tomlin in there.
Okay. That's a solid 5. I can't say George Halas because I didn't experience George Halas, but I respect big ups to George Halas and Lombardi. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't experience them, and I ain't gonna shit on them. So I'm gonna go Andy, Big Red, Bill Walsh. Chuck Noll. Even though his ass is a 3-time cheater, it would be an injustice to leave him off the damn list.
Because even without them 3, he still got what 6.
I think his ass has always cheated. Goddamn it,
Man, you did it 3 times. You know what I'm saying?
I think he got employees with everybody right now, boy. Nah. Bill Belichick. 4, 5. Damn, it's always that last one, boy, ain't it? Joe Gibbs, baby. I can't, man. What? Yeah, 3 different with 3 Super Bowls with 3 different quarterbacks. Joe Gibbs, come on.
I didn't think about him.
Yeah, that's nice.
Either one of y'all, Jeff or
all right, I got 5 written down now. I'm gonna go with I know
John Madden, but I ain't never experienced him coaching.
Okay, yeah.
You got yours?
Nah,
Nah, go ahead.
Look, his list ain't gonna be that long because he's under 30. so when we get the name,
he put John Madden out there though. He put John
Madden.
Hey, everybody knows Madden, even if you wasn't in that era,
right?
That damn game, boy.
I got Madden
Belichick
because for the longest he had the best winning percentage of any coach.
Yes, sir.
Got Don Shula on the list. He got the most.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
The Don.
I put Mike Holmgren on there. He took 2 teams to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Chuck Noll just for the dominance that the Steelers had in the 70s.
Yes, sir.
It was
that's a good 5.
The Raiders. So if Madden and Noll was knocking Madden out in the AFC Championship game, seemed like year after year. So
yeah, he was. He was.
I pretty much based those on championships and winning percentage.
Can you imagine losing like the Immaculate Reception, boy? Can you imagine losing like that?
Yeah, the fucking tuck rule. Oh, my bad. The tuck rule.
Yeah. Nah, but you popped it. But you popped the shit out of it. It's not. Hey, the Immaculate Reception, dog, was 4th and 10. Did y'all know that? That was 4th and 10. That was 4th and 10, and you throw over the middle, and your receiver gets the shit popped out of him. When the ball pops up in the air, and the damn running back catches it, and runs.
What's crazy that the rule was if the defender touched the ball, or the 2 players, something like that, touched the ball. So is that rule no? Did they take that rule out the rule book?
Hey, boy, they had to get out the stadium, dog, because they said they got out of there quick as a.
That don't even make sense. Like, I don't even know why that would have been the thing.
That's a fumble.
Nah, you said on the
ball
pass.
wasn't caught. It was
That's
the
what I'm saying. That
defender
means
was
it's
touched
it's
it,
tip
but the
drill.
defender hit the
At
ball.
that
too.
point, it's tip drill.
Yeah, right. If it bounces off somebody's hand and
Until it hit the ground, the play is still alive.
Right.
But that
It
was
don't
the
matter
argument.
how
Yeah, but in that day, if the defender touched it at all, in that day, if the defender touched the ball at all on that play, on that bang bang play, when he pops the receiver, if the defender touched it, it's an illegal reception.
So that's
in that day. In that day.
Touchdown, because
Yeah,
the
that's
defender
crazy.
touched
I
the ball.
couldn't have played in
So the
that
ball
So the refs got up out of there, boy. They left. Touchdown. Let's get the hell up out of here, boy. Everybody. Yeah, let's go. We out, boy. The ruling on the field is a damn touchdown. Peace out.
Just like they don't ever call non-catchable pass no more now. Like you'll see the ball thrown way out of bounds.
Hardly ever, right?
They'll call pass interference. Like he couldn't have caught the ball no damn way.
Yeah.
Like the uncatchable ball is
Yeah.
no more.
I understand. I kind of understand that why, but I don't understand if the ball is like 10 yards past the receiver. Like you're not catching that.
Right.
But if
Yeah, and
like,
it gotta be depending on who you are. If you some old Megatron ass nigga, he might be able to get some stuff. If you Randy Moss, Randy might be able to get that mug.
If you fast as hell like Tyreek, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to. He threw that mug out there for me. I can go get it.
Word.
So I understand why. I understand that now. But yeah.
But ain't everybody that fast though? But I guess you got to keep the same rule for everybody, because you can't just be like, oh well, he ain't. So
is it a judgment call at that?
It gotta
Should
be.
it be?
Yeah. Did y'all see the sports science on Megatron? Megatron was 6'5", 230. They did his sports science. They said Megatron had the catch radius of a 2-car garage.
That's crazy.
What? God dang.
Yeah. That was a good topic. What else? What's your other one, Jay?
What I have here, I guess. Well, then that just goes into the criteria for what would you call the GOAT? Like, now I guess everybody wants to argue who's better between LeBron
wins and championships. Really.
So okay, are we talking?
How do you consider the greatest of all time?
LL Cool J.
Right. He coined it.
Yeah.
He coined the phrase to go.
Boy, if he knew what he was doing, boy.
Man.
I remember we had a discussion. I guess it was on Facebook season. You said if there's a greatest of all time, that means there's only one.
Yeah, because you can't have a greatest of all time. And
plural, boy. It's GOATs.
That's why I say
there is GOATs, because it's different things.
But I think
there's GOATs out here, boy.
So my bro, so Johnny said, because I said I was saying the greatest of all times, and then I think he said the greatest of an era, and I agree with that more than because you can't. Because if you say greatest of all times, there's no more. There's none before, and there's none after that person. Like. So for the GOAT argument is flawed because it changes. How does the greatest of all time get to change? It's either you're the greatest.
It's slang now. Yeah, it's a slang to it now. It's like because I call Kelsey a GOAT. Because to me, Kelsey is the tight end GOAT.
But
who better?
There's no
who's
one
been
like
better.
Who's better?
I mean,
than
unless
Kelsey?
Go James, bro. Go James.
No different than
Kevin Winslow. It's a passing league now, so blocking really don't matter. He don't need a block.
Okay, so hold on, Jeff. What did you just say?
Said Kellen Winslow. You can throw him in the argument because how is his game any different than Kelsey's?
Okay, so now I would have to ask.
What's his stats like?
Now we got to go to the numbers.
Yeah, and then that's gonna go somewhere.
They didn't throw like
but it don't matter. Who's more impactful to the game.
But then you could say Gronk.
Okay, yeah, Ted.
Yeah,
okay, so touching on that, because Tyreek was once asked. He was once asked about GOAT receivers, and he was like, "What are you judging that off of?" Because if you put somebody, like, we look at numbers, but numbers doesn't necessarily tell. Like he was like, so let's take AB, when AB was catching 100 passes a year. He's targeted a lot. Now, obviously, he's got to get open. But let's take somebody like Tyreek Hill. If Tyreek Hill wasn't in Andy's system and he's not getting that many balls like that, he's still a good receiver.
Yeah, he was
one of the GOATs.
Numbers, because he had Travis Kelce to contend with as far as
targets.
So, there's a lot of things that you can look at to judge that, numbers being one. So that's why I asked, like, because right now, when I look at Kelce, why I would say not just because he's on the Chiefs, because before Kelce, I would have said Gronk, because he was just like a freak of nature, bro. Like he's a freak. But you have to look at things like Kelce has, I think he has 7 or 8. This will be his 8th straight 1,000-yard season now,
which is insane. That's insane.
And so y'all got to remember,
that's insane.
Like the mark for being a great receiver, I wouldn't even go as far as saying elite, but saying a great receiver used to be that you were able to get 1,000 yards receiving. That was
the mark, which is really only in a 16-game season, 60-something yards a game.
Yeah, which is not that lot. Which is really
was not a lot.
Like that, it's not a lot.
Then they start counting your 100-yard games.
Yeah, and then they start going. So they start expanding on that. So it went from 1,000 yards, then 100 yards, and then how many touchdowns did he get in that season?
Mm-hmm.
So they start adding all those things, and then you look at stuff like impact that a player has for his team. Like if you take that player off of that team, say he's injured or not on that team,
what
does it look like?
Injuries matter too, period.
Word. So how do you impact the game? Because somebody like Randy Moss could get 4 catches for 3 touchdowns, and obviously that's 21 points. And a Tyreek can do that too. Whereas a Tyreek could catch 5 catches for 200 yards.
We see in a quarter.
And 2 touchdowns. And that's obviously impacting the game in a sense of explosiveness. Whereas a AB or a Jerry Rice killing your ass, 10 receptions for 150 yards and 3 touchdowns, which is more impactful. You really can't, you know what I'm saying? Whereas a Megatron or a Julio Jones, they just dominate in your corner, 3rd and 10. You know I'm getting the ball, first down.
Balls, or you know what I'm saying?
First down.
And speaking on Jerry Rice wasn't even fast.
Nah.
For a receiver. I mean, consider like Tyreek Hill, for instance. He's like a 4.3, almost a 4.29.
He run a 4.2.
Man, I believe I don't care what nobody says. I believe Tyreek can run a 4.1.
Yeah. Was he fast?
He's football fast, like the fastest man clearly on the field. Like his 40,
Okay, I just brung up Bo Jackson. So Bo Jackson, he was a freak of nature.
They don't make him like that no more, boy.
I think he was really like, because you got to remember how big he was. And
they said he was once clocked at 4 flat.
Exactly. So now,
can you imagine a man that big running that damn fast?
I wouldn't.
Boy.
I hated when he went to the Raiders.
They got them electronic.
That's
different.
Because
he was a mutant.
Right.
He got the X gene in him, boy.
He was playing for the Royals.
Man, who does that?
He wanted to play football.
Yeah, that's wild.
I'm like, please come to the Chiefs. Like, you're already here.
Boy, exactly.
You can still play baseball.
Huh?
You know that's a straight Al Davis move to let him still play baseball and then be a Raider too.
Yeah.
But how are you coming in the season, dog, in the second half? How are you coming in the second half of the season after playing baseball and rushing for 1,000 yards? That's insane.
It's 5.5 yards a carry.
By mid-season, everybody, they you know what I'm saying? Their body has wear and tear where they're calloused. They're callous and they're in their season form to where, how you coming in and playing with these things? Come on, man.
That dude was a freak.
My arm ain't even healed.
I don't even know, like,
boy.
With what's his name? The dude that played for Chicago. He's a linebacker. Nah, he's a linebacker. He tried to tackle
Bosworth.
Bosworth.
Brian Bosworth.
He played for
For the
Seattle.
Seahawks. Yeah, boy. Bo was insane. Nobody, boy, they don't make them like that no more, boy.
So yeah, man. But if we're talking about GOAT in position, not coaches, it's hard to say because
it's hard to say.
That word GOAT is like
there's so many variables. It got to be the right system, and if it's a receiver, it got to be the right quarterback to get you the ball. Like I always had the argument back with Jerry Rice and Tim Brown. If you put Tim Brown on the 49ers with that offense that Jerry Rice had with John Taylor, the running back Roger Craig in Montana, his numbers would be similar or better than what Rice's were. But he played with the Raiders, who had a new quarterback every other year. You know, so I'm like, so that was always the argument between the best wide receiver. I'm like, well, Tim Brown could do what Rice does. He just don't have the supporting cast.
Well, my argument was Moss. My argument was Moss. I said Moss is my GOAT. And so no, Jerry Rice, did you see his numbers? Jerry Rice has 20,000 receiving yards and this and this and this and this and this. I understand that. I said, but I know goddamn well if Joe Montana had Randy Moss, stop playing with me. If Steve Young had Randy Moss, stop playing. I understand the longevity. That's why I don't argue with Rice being people's GOATs.
What was it?
Yeah, boy, he still plays, boy. No.
Right.
He's on that flag football world.
On that commercial.
Yeah. He's still on the 49ers. He just ain't made active yet. Nah.
On the practice squad.
Boy.
But that GOAT conversation, man.
It's hard.
It's hard because I don't even want to use. I hate using the term GOAT unless we say greatest of an era. And then so if we go greatest of an era, then you can replace people. But you can't say greatest of all times and then it be one person because next year is gonna change.
I got a question on topic with this, y'all. Right now, just asking y'all, just flat out, without you even necessarily just thinking about it. In the greatest of an era, is between LeBron, Curry, and KD, who's the greatest of this era?
I know people gonna kill me for this, but I'm gonna go with LeBron.
Why?
Because he's dominant. He's probably one of the most physically dominant.
I got you. Yeah.
Era. I can give it to him. Now, if you want to say greatest of an era, I can also mention Curry. He's a killer.
That's what I'm saying. And Curry's dominant. Yeah, you can't stop that. This man's pulling for half court, man. What are you doing, dude? All right, man. I'm not about to full court press you all game, bro.
Hey, boy.
And run around picks, boy. Hey, boy. Hey, Draymond, you better stop picking me, dude.
That everybody else got. It's different for Curry because you can't. I don't even think you can put Curry in there because I mean, if you the GOAT, I mean you well rounded at everything. And Curry,
I mean, you can be dominant in one thing though and still be a GOAT.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess it do impact.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
4 rings.
You who they go at. You know what I'm saying?
4 rings.
Okay. All right. Now let me ask y'all this since you said that, and this is just a general question: was Dennis Rodman a greatest of an era? Because rebounding and
they don't make him like that no more, boy.
Yeah, so he's
one of a kind. He is a
plus he developed his game to fill a niche. Because apparently in college he did score the ball, and he scored a little bit in Detroit. But then when he got to Chicago, they didn't need him. So you just focus on defense and rebound. Yeah. So then that just kind of minimized his offensive game.
Okay, so now
he's a GOAT. He's a GOAT. Hey, yeah. He's a GOAT of whatever he is. What is he? Whatever he is, as a defender / rebounder / I don't think anybody has dominated a game like him without necessarily having to score. All those could be putbacks. If he's grabbing an offensive board, obviously at 6'9", he can put it right back in or attempt it. You know what I'm saying? And that's killing you in so many different ways. This man, if a man is getting 20 boards, God damn. You know what I'm saying?
That
Like, come on, dude. You
Yeah,
Energizer Bunny.
Double
like he
right
had a
there.
double, bro.
Like,
That's crazy.
He had
20
10 block
rebounds.
shots
You gotta
and,
be-
and 20 boards, bro. That's crazy.
Oh, Energizer Bunny ass dude. I'm not blocking him out and boxing him out and chasing this dude all around, and I'm not doing that.
And bro, he was physical. Like he
Boy,
come from that Piston, like them Pistons, bro. They was
boy.
considered like the
Yeah, he
bad
was that
boys
needle
of the
under the
league.
skin, boy. He was that.
Yeah.
that
How are
strength.
you holding Shaq from getting in the low post? Boy, he got that crazy strength, boy. That's them crazy people strength.
You went with Durant.
You went with Durant?
Yeah.
Why? Let me ask why.
His versatility primarily. I mean, he's 6'11", 7
Mhm.
foot. You know, if you can't defend him, he's gonna get 30 a night if he wants it.
No,
I think he's a better defender, all around defender than LeBron.
I would agree.
There was a period where I thought Clay was better than Steph. So I just can't put Steph up there just based on that. If I thought somebody on his team was better than him already, because Clay's a better defender. They arguably equal in shooting. Steph just get more shots up. So that's why I put KD.
Was Steph better than Bird?
Steph can create off the dribble, whereas Clay can't, though. That's why I say that. But yeah. Now you know
you don't need to.
Yeah, Jeff. Now you know bronzesexuals
would shots too, though.
Yeah, Jeff, bronzesexuals would kill you on that. You know what you just said was blasphemy? KD can't carry a team like LeBron. And then he ran to the Warriors. I'm like, boy, look, y'all can't do KD like that. Exactly.
LeBron recruits he wants an all-star team every place he's been.
Man, I don't want to hear that.
And then the whole LeBron Jordan argument, I can't even go there because LeBron was never won Defensive Player of the Year. So therefore, in my mind, he'll never pass Jordan as the best player.
Yeah.
The comparison that I see the most with them too is the how Jordan went 6-0 in the finals.
Yeah.
But my pushback would be, okay, that was my thing, because LeBron been there 10 times.
But the league ain't the same.
Yeah, but there ain't no participation. Hey, that's like our kid. Our kid can't run for shit, but they did give him a trophy for participating and coming in last.
Your ass over there on that bench, boy.
Yeah. Oh, baby, way to go, baby! You finished the race, like, hey.
Some has to be said for that at least, though, bro. I mean, it's not a participation thing, and I'm not trying to, pump up LeBron or anything, but he's been there 10 times. It's hard. It's hard to even.
LeBron.
Here go my pushback on that, see. Here go my pushback, sees on that. So I've argued with Bron fans, and I say this: he's cherry picked all his teams. That's what Jeff is saying. That's what we're saying. You cherry picked these teams.
All right, now
if you just stayed in Cleveland, you're not going to no damn 10.
Okay, let me ask you this, because that is okay. I feel you.
And in a weak ass conference.
Okay, but since you said that, so now I gotta open this door.
Okay.
So does Floyd Mayweather going 50-0? So now I can argue that now, because I'm a Mayweather fan. And so,
did he cherry pick? I got this question. This is my question on that. Did he cherry pick his fights?
He did.
And I can't die. Yeah, there it is. I'm done then.
Bro. Mayweather, bro, like this thing about Mayweather.
Yeah.
Pushback for Mayweather. They say he didn't fight the best when the best was at their prime. So he was picking his opponents. You know what I'm saying?
You cherry picked.
He was fighting the name. It was the name.
He was fighting the name. That's all he was. And if you look at that, even though he won, they were like, well, he wasn't, that person wasn't at his prime. And my pushback was like, well, I mean, he won. Like, because in fighting,
that's to be commended. Yeah. Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead.
That's like me racing Tyreek, and then Tyreek won. He's supposed to win. Floyd
Right.
may be the better tactician in the ring than those dudes he fought. Like Pacquiao wasn't a tactician; he's more power. Same with
Word.
Floyd. You know, so Floyd
was,
with that
He
defense,
would have had problems with
yeah, but
Oscar.
they was still past their prime.
what,
Yeah,
10 years?
I don't think he would have beat young Oscar.
What about Shane?
I don't
Does
know
he
if he
beat
would have beat
Floyd?
young Shane. I don't know if he would have beat a young Shane. I don't know. That's tough. But 50-0 is 50-0.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get credit for that, but you know,
But you cherry picked your fights. Yeah.
say he's
You
better
talking about
than Duran
prime
and
versus
Sugar Ray,
prime?
Tommy
Like both
Hearns,
of them in
and
their
all
Yeah,
prime?
both of them in their prime.
I don't know. I
'Cause
think
look,
Floyd still, because Floyd was in his prime, he was knocking people out.
and that's what I was about to say. Good point. 'Cause I was just about to say the same thing. In Floyd's, when he was in his prime before the whatever hand injury he had, he was knocking cats out. He was
Who
still
in their prime? I mean, who good in their prime did he knock out?
It don't matter.
I mean, if he knocked out Mexican cab drivers, I mean, yeah, he knocked them out.
Now look,
He
now
slept
Floyd,
you, boy, world star, nigga. Nah.
hey, who did he win his first belt against? Because that's what everybody's going to say.
He was young.
Hey, look, and that's a good point too. Buster Douglas did knock out.
That's what I'm saying. It
prime
don't
Mike
matter.
Tyson.
Yeah,
So
but you
it's
ain't got to
like
be good to get a knockout. You just got to hit him in the
You
right.
gotta be able to hit him.
time.
5 pounds of pressure.
hey,
You gotta
Yeah.
be. That's all it needs. It takes to knock somebody out right there.
really
Yeah,
Styles
but that's
make
just more about timing and placement more so than skill.
so
I mean, that's right, but you got to be able to hit Floyd.
You still got to be able to sleep him.
Yeah,
But
would
I
he hit
get
a young Shane?
it's Floyd, y'all go.
Would he be able to hit like a young Zach?
Floyd definitely might go for sure.
see, look, and
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And
Floyd
under
fan.
30, I can understand that.
for real, but it's the truth because you have to go back to Sugar Ray Leonard. You got to
There you go. See, I'm from DC,
I like
so
Roy Jones too, though. But
Roy Jones. He can be
yeah. See, Landover, Maryland is a suburb of of DC. So I grew up to Sugar Ray. I grew up seeing my GOAT win, not over Ali. I'm saying of those weight classes. Like I grew up seeing Ray Leonard win the Olympics. Floyd
Hey, let me
lost,
ask,
although they say he was robbed.
I'm just asking. This is not my view or my opinion. I just want to know from you guys what makes Ali the GOAT.
Everything to me. I mean,
Was
the
it
style,
IQ in
the
ring,
speed, the IQ, the tactician, the
mind games?
yeah, you don't do George Foreman like that. Nobody does George Foreman like George Foreman was a monster.
African root on
Like that, like you would be scared to get in the ring with Foreman. If you saw what he was doing to punching bags, did you see that?
I seen videos hella for sure.
But look,
Damn, I feel for the bag. Huh?
Frazier was that kind of
Yeah, Frazier was boy that deceptive ass left hook. That damn looping ass left hook, boy. He dropped Ali when he caught him with that mug.
Hey, he was the same kind too.
They don't make them like that no more. That the class, boy. I wish the heavyweight weight class was like that now.
Yeah, it's soft.
I wish we were in an era where we could see like Ali and all them in the heavyweights, Ray Leonard and on up to Floyd Jr. and all them classes, because all of them could move up and down. They could be welterweight, they could be middleweight. Boy, look, I wish we could see Evander.
Now, but
boxing kind of took a back seat because you got UFC. So you didn't have all that back then. You had
the mob, boy, the mob.
Yeah, so
Yep.
boxing is not the same based off of the UFC now is here. So
Yeah. But it's like the UFC just ain't boxing.
Yeah, it's that's I hate to say it like this, but it's white boy fight because it's kicking. It's
the UFC
wrestle you down on the ground and all that, put you in some damn. Get your feet off of me, man. Putting you in foot locks and
try to put you to sleep.
But I mean,
word tap out, boy.
I couldn't put Mayweather's. He was one of my favorite boxers, but I can't call him a GOAT. I can say
could Floyd beat his daddy?
Greatest of an era, huh?
Could prime on prime. Do you think senior could junior could beat senior?
I seen videos of him getting hit a lot though.
His senior was a
Yeah.
heavyweight, wasn't he?
Boys pops.
Was he a heavyweight?
Nah, he fought Ray Leonard. He was like a.
Like,
Let me ask.
middle. If he fought Ray Leonard, he's middle.
Alexa. Echo. What weight class was Floyd Mayweather Sr.?
Good afternoon, Kevin. From celebsagewiki.com. At 71 years old, Floyd Mayweather Sr. height is 5 feet 8 in and weight welterweight.
He was a welterweight.
Well,
Is it
They about the size of his son.
yeah, they would have. They could have fought.
They would have fought.
Floyd fought in welterweight a couple times.
Mm-hmm. What is Floyd? What is Junior's natural weight class?
Light. He either light or feather.
He was like one. He fought at like
155.
No,
I think I thought he usually.
Damn, he a little dude.
Yeah, early in his career. You talking about when he first started, right? He was like one.
Yeah, he was probably like. He was definitely
130, 140.
Okay.
And he moved up.
Yeah, he's been fighting that like 140 and 150 lately.
Yeah. So, but he was definitely a greatest of an era because he retired undefeated, and that means a lot in boxing. Like it's like you can win 50 fights, and then you lose that one, and then it's like you're finished. Like that invincibility is gone because that's kind of what a lot of were carried with that having that O attached to their name. But yeah, he was he was the greatest of an era. So I would say that. I had to push back on that because the cherry picking thing, and people said that about Mayweather. So I just had to ask that question.
It's a good conversation though, because it's like it's so many angles to all of it. But yep.
All right, I guess, man.
Let's get on to
these pick-ems real quick, man. I don't think none of us picked the Thursday night game.
I definitely picked. I got New England.
Oh, did you? I missed it.
I want to notice.
I had Pittsburgh.
I would have picked Pittsburgh, but they lost. So,
but old Kenny Two Gloves Pickett is hurt.
I didn't say New England was gonna win. I just thought it was gonna be closer than 5. So that's why I picked New England.
I figured Pittsburgh would win, but they won by 3.
Yeah, right.
All right, so everybody, there was 2 of us that went Steelers. 2 of y'all went to New England. Y'all got y'all want to know so far.
Want to know for the week.
So we'll go to we can trade back and forth. I go we got Atlanta Falcons at home. They're 2.5-point favorites over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Kevin, we're gonna start with you. Who you got?
The ATL, baby.
Picked Atlanta.
I picked Atlanta as well.
Atlanta.
Clean sweep.
Hey, I don't even want to hit the noise because
we got Detroit going down to Chicago. Detroit's the 3.5 favorites.
Detroit in a blowout.
Yeah,
I got Detroit for sure.
That was an easy one.
That might be a clean sweep. Who you got?
But it is a division game.
Yeah, I ain't even worried about that. Not for this week.
That matters, but we done seen some strange things because no one picked. I mean, well, y'all, of course, y'all 2 did. Y'all like some savants on that, but no one would have picked New England over Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh's been hot and New England has been cold all season. So
plus New England didn't score a point last week
in Pittsburgh.
And Chicago beat Minnesota.
Yeah,
that's why you play the game.
That's why they play the game.
When you play the game, you got to play the game for a reason.
We let them off the hook.
Bolton just got activated, so you know what I'm saying. I'm cool with that.
All right, so we going.
Throw that out there. It just popped up.
So we going. Yeah,
we got Indianapolis versus Cincinnati. Going down to Cincinnati. Indianapolis is this is a pick 'em game.
Browning played a hell of a game, didn't he?
Favorite. So yes.
Jake Browning.
Hey, hey. Now
he didn't play bad.
He didn't.
He played a hell of a game.
And so I seen a interview or some analysts were talking, and they brought up an interesting comment, which I thought was interesting, is that a lot of these players that get picked on these teams that got a franchise quarterback, some of these backups could probably be franchise quarterbacks, but they never get the opportunity because they're sitting behind
who they already believe that guy is.
Yeah, you saw my thread, and you commented on mine.
Yeah.
That makes you question his game. Now, if Jake can do it again, Jake from State Farm, can he do that again? If he does that again, how good is Burrow?
He probably overrated.
I mean, even Brock Purdy.
And the reason why I say that,
yeah,
you're right, Kev. Kev did put this on his page, and I comment. I think I said, like, man, you got to look at the weapons around.
Word. They are loaded, boy.
Can you say that about the Chiefs?
When the Chiefs
they not loaded now. The Chiefs ain't loaded.
Last year, the year before that.
We got Kelsey. We had Juju as our number one receiver.
Not loaded last.
I'm talking about the quarterback production. I ain't talking about the whole team. I'm talking about the quarterback. When the backup came in, was there a drop off?
No, he still won.
All right, then. So can you make that same argument?
Oh, you talking about when what's my man that was a backup? Hell yeah, it was a drop off.
Did y'all score less points?
Okay, look, they still
won.
Y'all lose games.
But look,
they ain't lose game. What was his name, y'all? Ain't he Hispanic kind of what's my man?
The quarterback?
Yeah.
Y'all backup quarterback.
He was a bum, boy.
You came in and y'all still won. When Mahomes,
no, he's talking about.
Oh yeah,
who?
He's talking about him.
Chad Henne.
Yeah,
he's a bum, dog. You know that.
Offensive production.
Would you start Chad Henne on the Raiders?
All I'm saying is the team there wasn't no drop off in overall performance.
Yes, it was. Hell,
I don't mean we had a whole bunch of superstars around us.
We didn't. Like even
Chad Henne game managed when Mahomes was out. He game managed. Right? Jake Browning did not game. Jake Browning was.
But then the Chiefs still win.
Yeah, they won.
That's all right then. That's all I'm saying.
But that's like DeVito and Daniel Jones. That's a different kind of case. When we say Jake Browning threw for almost 400 yards?
How many attempts?
But look how many bubble screens was he throwing that they was just getting loose on.
Yeah, true. Well, extended handoffs.
Y'all minimizing what Burrow has done because Browning looked good and the Bengals still won. My argument is the same thing happened with the Chiefs. Mahomes goes out, Henne comes in, the Chiefs still win. Okay, so
Chad Henning's never put up numbers like Mahomes.
Minimize Burrow. What's the difference?
Yeah, you can't even.
I'm saying this. To answer that.
And Mahomes.
Go ahead.
I'm talking about an individual talent standpoint. I'm talking
about that's what I mean.
Hold on, let me say this before I forget. And I'm probably gonna get a lot of pushback all the way around on this, but the Chiefs have never been loaded on offense. Even when Tyreek Hill was there, we had Tyreek Hill. We had
and Travis. And Travis.
Wait a minute. We had Kareem.
That's it.
No, we had Kareem Hunt. What, a season? Then he.
But
look,
Kareem Hunt's the same draft as Mahomes.
Eric Kelsey.
Listen, when I say loaded, when I say a loaded offense, I'm talking about you got a number one, a number two, a number three, a number three, a dominant tight end,
a line,
running back,
a line.
So that's what I'm talking about.
Two back and a back. And a back. So Mixon would nearly start for every team in the league.
Joe Mixon? Easily.
T. Higgins will be an NFL starter for somebody else next year. And Tyler Boyd is an NFL starter.
Boyd. Thank you, sir.
Tyler Boyd is their third receiver.
He's the third receiver that can be a number one on somebody else's team.
The Bengals are loaded on offense.
So now you got to look at this. So when I say the Chiefs have never been loaded on offense,
the closest thing to being loaded was when they had Kareem his rookie year.
Exactly.
But Alex wasn't loaded.
He was a quarterback. And see, he was just throwing it up to Tyreek. And then think about this. At that point, they wasn't even considering Tyreek a number one.
He wasn't a receiver. He was
because you can't name a number 2 receiver. Who's been a reliable number 2 receiver? Sammy wasn't.
Sammy. I mean, that's the only point.
That 1 year.
You can only go to Sammy. So after,
who's been a number 2?
And then he stayed hurt.
Who was out?
Robinson wasn't bad.
Robinson
I'm not gonna lie. He just danced too much.
Robinson was
Andre Robinson.
But D-Rob's a backup in the league. He went nowhere and started.
Hold on, are y'all talking about Robinson, the wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah.
Who was the receiver opposite when y'all had Andre Rison?
Robinson was
Rising.
He was just
dang, boy, you went back. Right when Rising was here?
Oh, you said Rising?
Yeah,
Rising. Damn, boy. He went back, boy.
Eddie Kennison? No.
What's saying, boy? Otis Taylor. Hey, Jeff, Otis Taylor, boy.
No. Hey. Listen, it was
Stephon Page. God damn it.
It was
he was opposite Andre Rison.
I think it was
who? What? That's a trivia question. Shit.
That's trivia.
Who the hell was? It wasn't Bo.
Man. It was. I think it was Snoop Menace.
It was a bum. Put it that way. That's the answer. A bum.
Right.
No.
Look, listen. The Kansas City Chiefs have never had a loaded offense ever. I can't name one era where they had a loaded. I'm talking about a number 1, a number 2, a number 3, a dominant tight end, and a running back all at the same time.
The closest thing I would say to that is the little era with your boy that cried all the time, Dick Vermeil. But that's the closest.
Yeah, but
that I would say.
What did Cincinnati do before Burrow got there? Because Higgins was there before Burrow. Boyd was there before Burrow.
He was the missing piece at that time because that's like the Lakers without Magic. That's my answer. That's like Magic was just what the Lakers needed.
Yeah, so you can't diminish what Burrow brought to them. Is my point. Like y'all
I could agree with that
argument.
I'm not doing that, but they okay.
Well, you just said, well, how good is Burrow if Jake Browning came in and performed
and threw for 350?
But they changed the whole offense.
No, he threw for 4 C's.
Yeah, for like 4. It was like 4.
Oh, boy, you got to question it now, JB. 4?
Nah.
How many backups could step in right now in the league and go for 4?
Come on, man.
How many times can he do it though?
Yeah, so that's why we stuck on that you got to question how good he is. If I don't know about that game, I got the Colts.
Yeah, I got
the Colts.
I'm going with the Bengals.
I went with the Bengals.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bengals because I was impressed because like if the backup quarterback can come in and they don't miss a beat, like he looks like he looked better than Joe Burrow to me because he runs.
Who did they play last week?
Jacksonville, a playoff team.
Yeah,
it was Jacksonville.
So I went with the Bengals because the Bengals you still can't discredit. I won't. This is why it's a pick 'em game. It's only a half point difference. They got Cincinnati as the home team, and they are the underdogs at home, which is crazy. But it's basically a pick 'em because you get 3 points for being at home. I went with the Bengals because Chase, Higgins,
weapons,
Nixon.
Yeah, but they mean nothing if the quarterback don't have time.
If Jake balls like that, or if Jake balls anything like that, somewhat even like that, they win that game easily.
Who you got?
I think they win it easily.
I'm going with the Bengals. Who you got, Jeff?
Bengals.
Who you got, DT?
Got the Bengals.
Who you got, Kev?
I got the Colts.
All right. We got
now this next one. I want to hear this.
We got Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns are at home. They only 2.5-point favorites at home. You get 3.
Trevor playing.
That's why I got Cleveland.
Yeah, that's a question. Is Trevor?
I think he a game time decision.
I
don't know. It don't look good for him right now.
I actually picked.
What happened to him?
Browns. It's like his ankle.
High ankle sprain last week.
Yeah.
He left the game last week.
I got Cleveland on that one just because I don't think Trevor playing.
Cleveland's D boys top 3, boy.
I went Cleveland.
Yeah,
Who
I'm
you
going
got, Jeff?
Cleveland just because I don't know if Trevor playing.
Yup.
Plus, it's in Cleveland, so if it's bad weather, I'm assuming that would benefit Cleveland.
But even with this injury, Vegas still don't really believe in Cleveland because they're only
Because of
2.5
their
point
offense.
favorites.
They
Believeland.
situation. Well, if Joe
Cleveland.
Flacco, if he's starting again, they might be able to score some points on Jacksonville's defense.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Believeland, boy.
that's a
Going with
sweep.
the land.
Yeah, the land.
We got Carolina at New Orleans.
Uh,
New Orleans is 5.5
Yeah.
point favorites.
Carolina is playing horrible. I think this is unanimous. New Orleans.
We don't even have to discuss.
Can
this.
Carolina
I'm going
win?
Carolina.
I definitely go with Carolina. I ain't gonna
Hey,
lie.
boy.
We got
Hey,
two
I
y'all.
don't think
Carolinas.
they'll win. I think it'll be closer than 5.5, 6 points.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Can Carolina beat Central, y'all?
Man, they can't beat JV's team.
Can they beat Van
Yeah,
Horn, boy?
Man, nah.
Saints
If
can't
I
y'all
don't know. I
can't
think
beat-
it'll be a close one though. We're gonna see.
If y'all can't,
I don't think Carolina gonna win, but I think it's gonna be,
The Saints can't score.
be a close game.
And I think Jameis Winston might be starting at quarterback this week.
But
Hey, boy, they ain't gonna put in Taysom Hill, boy.
Hey, that's what they need.
And I hate when
He
they
is a damn gimmick.
I hate when they do that.
What the
man.
hell is Taysom Hill?
Quarterback,
he
wide
athlete.
receiver,
He
tight end.
That's Swiss Army knife, boy.
And he's not good. What's up, man? What's
Man, he
up?
ain't got no
And he ain't good at either of them.
Hey,
Oh.
hey, what was that boy name in Denver, the quarterback?
Win.
T-Ball.
T-Bone.
Yeah, boy. And Skip loved him some damn T-Ball. If you don't get this damn bum out of here, boy.
All right, we got Houston going down on the New York Jets. Houston 6.5
Hey.
I know this is a sweep.
What's up with H-Town? Shout out to H-Town, man.
Hey, made the right pick at quarterback. I'm going with Houston.
I think Houston gonna win. I just think it's gonna be close.
I don't even think it's gonna be close, even though the Jets got a good defense. I think, man, we sleep on Houston's weapons, bro. But Tank Dell.
I got a question for y'all to answer for your pick on this one.
Go ahead.
Have they destroyed Zach Wilson's confidence, boy? He's back in there now, just the starter.
He's done. He's done.
He gotta just
Yeah.
play
You're done, son. I'm going with Houston just because of that.
Contract, ain't it?
He done.
Yeah, hey, but I felt so bad for him in the interview.
They shattered his confidence, boy.
Oh man, they killed him in the interview, man. He looked like he didn't want to be there. Like, man,
He was supposed to be the next Mahomes, dog.
Nah, not at all.
Y'all remember that when he came out? He was supposed to be the next Mahomes. He throws off schedule throws and at different angles and stop.
Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already on his second team.
Yeah, he's ruined too. And Kyler Murray's on his way out too.
Yeah.
But let's go on. Let's get down to them picks because
they don't
all
grow
right, we got
on
the
trees.
Rams going down to Baltimore. Baltimore 7.5 point favorites. I'm gonna agree with that one.
Who the hell are the Rams now? Be more in a blowout.
I actually picked LA.
They just get hurt a lot.
Well, you
Yeah,
think
man,
win
a lot.
Not lose by 8 points.
Who's the quarterback? Is Stafford back?
Stafford's back, I think.
Stafford's back.
They got all their people back. I went with LA because I don't think Baltimore, I believe, should win this game and they should win it easily.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not going to be. I think it's going to be a little closer than that because LA is not out of the playoff picture.
They lead the division by a couple of games, don't they?
Yeah,
they got people who just keep getting hurt.
They
got top receivers. They got a running back who's been getting hurt. Like they just stay banged up.
They stay banged up. They need this win.
They sure do.
So,
let me go to the standings right quick, boy.
San Francisco should be leading that division.
Let's see these standings.
Yeah, it is San Fran.
The Rams should be third.
The Rams is third.
So the Ravens they have a 2-game lead.
No, you talking about Baltimore.
And
Give me LA. Give me LA.
The Rams are 6-6.
Yeah.
So they're in a wild card. They're in a fight for the wild card.
Well, they lose a spot this weekend.
Yeah, in a way.
They need this win.
They're gonna fight this game though, but can they?
Baltimore
got a nice defense, so we're gonna.
Yeah, boy.
And then on the other side with Baltimore, they need this win too.
Yeah, they going for that number 1 seed.
Yeah, they playing for that number 1.
I got Baltimore,
but I'm going with
Yeah,
LA.
I got Baltimore in a blowout.
I feel like I'm just going with LA because one, I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a lot closer than that because both of these teams got a lot to play for. It's gonna come down to who wants it more. I feel like Baltimore is comfortable, even though they need this win. I feel like they're comfortable. I feel like LA's back is up against the wall more than Baltimore is, and I think they just for that. I think they're gonna have a little bit more fight. Now, do they win the game? Actually,
I agree. I'll say this, fellas. I think the Ravens, if there is a chink in the Chiefs' armor this year, and you are trying to establish yourself to be that team that could possibly dethrone them, I think the Ravens have to make a statement this game.
They have to.
They've blown out every NFC team at home this year so far.
Oh, well, there it is. It will blow out.
Maybe they're due for a loss now. I don't, but you know, I always know how that goes.
Word. Who they play next week? Let me see something because this could be a trap game. They play. They play Jacksonville.
That's a try. Hey, then they gotta fight for that one because Jacksonville's leading in their division. So everybody, Jacksonville, Kansas City, Baltimore. Who am I forgetting? Miami. They are all fighting for that number 1 seed. So all these games this week are important. Every game from now on to week 18 is going to be very vital to all of these teams. This is
playoff for a lot of teams that started this week.
This is actually playoff time.
Yeah, this is.
So yeah.
Everybody jockeying for seeding.
Yes.
All right, next up we got Minnesota going down to Las Vegas. Minnesota favorites
on the road.
I don't know. It's gonna be.
I don't know about that game.
Fred, I think.
I don't know about that game.
See, I hate these games like this. I hate because Vegas looks at it like. Remember, you get 3 points for being at home. Vegas
used to anyway. Apparently not no more.
I guess not. But this what makes this pick so hard because, like, this is to me. I look at it as like it's a pick 'em game. They only separate about 1 game. So, like, if you're looking just based off the record, they're pretty evenly matched.
Word.
This one is gonna come down to who can control the ball. Because
They're both coming off of a bye, and that's this could make for a great game.
And then they both are using backup quarterbacks, I guess.
I just feel like Vegas can run the ball better.
That's what it's gonna come down to. Who can control the clock, the game, the ground game.
They probably figured Minnesota's got the better defense, so I'm guessing that's why they the favorite.
Kirk tore his knee, didn't he?
Yeah, they using
Hey, Jetta's back. Is Jefferson back?
Yep.
Yeah,
and that's why I picked Minnesota. I picked Minnesota because I just
depends on how they can get him the ball, I guess.
Word.
What is that? Dobbs? Is that the quarterback?
Yeah. Joshua Dobbs.
Bad, I ain't gonna lie. He had a couple bad games, but
this game was hard to pick, man, because I took all my feelings out of it, and
we know Jeff's pick.
Yeah, we know Jeff's pick. But I actually teetered back and forth on this one, but I eventually went with Minnesota because this game is just hard, bro. This was a hard pick. So I
personally, my philosophy in games like this is I go with the home team. So I'm going with the Raiders.
I went
On
with the
games
Raiders.
like this, I usually go with the home team.
Who you got, Jeff?
I'm going with the Raiders. I think we'll win this game. I think we still playing to help Antonio get the head coaching job coming off a bye, so that shit gets a few people a little more healthy. So I'm going with the Raiders.
And technically, y'all not eliminated from. But if y'all lose
Now we
this
still
game,
mathematically in it.
yeah. If y'all lose this one, it's probably over. But if y'all win this game, y'all still need some other things to kind of position y'all in a better position. But y'all mathematically, y'all not eliminated, so y'all still got a lot to play for. It's gonna be. That's why this was a hard game to pick, man. Devontae Adams been playing. Jefferson's coming off an injury. Is he gonna be 100? I might change my pick back to the Raiders, bro.
Well, the question to be is Josh Dallas feel like he got to force the ball to Justin Jefferson. That'd be
the Vikings have something to play for, whereas the Raiders pretty much are out of the picture, but still in the hunt. Yeah. So the Vikings golly, how many teams are 6-6? In the NFC,
half the
1,
league,
2.
like.
Green Bay 6-6. The Vikings are 6-6. Atlanta leads their division at 6-6, but the Bucks are 5-7 and the Saints are 5-7. The Rams are 6-6, and the Seahawks are 6-6.
Y'all gotta admit, man, this has been one of those years where the NFL has kind of reverted back to running the ball in defense when everybody's still trying to force the ball down the field. So
defense ain't letting them big plays off like they used to
because the defense is caught up to it didn't caught up to
the drive.
So it's kind of back to like old school football and teams like the teams that figure that out, and you can kind of see it going down across the league. It's
starting to get cold, boy. It's starting to get cold.
So now that the teams that's bombs away all over the field, and they're not like Miami. Miami needs the number 1 seed because does their game will they be able to play that same game in Kansas City, in Baltimore, where it gets cold, if
they can run the ball, yeah. They
do have and they have been running. They have been running. They have been good running.
Yeah, but if
most of the day chain.
If you take Tyreek Hill off of Miami, say he get injured, are they scoring 30?
It's hard to say. They say Miami Mike is that dude, boy. They say he's the next young great one. We'll see.
But let's finish on with these.
Go ahead.
We got Seattle and San Fran. San Fran is the 10.5-point favorites.
Damn. Yeah. They're expecting a blowout.
I went with San Fran.
Yeah, I don't know. I think San Fran might win, but it's gonna be a close one.
Yeah.
Seattle ain't slouching, but
I'm going with San Francisco. At home, they have been juggernauts.
Yeah.
And I just can't go against San Francisco because all these, even the 9-3, the 10-2 teams, the 8-4, whatever, all of these teams still have to play their best ball because one slip up can cost you. So I think a lot of these teams that's, even with the San Fran, I think they're going to put up.
The Seahawks are 1-3 in the division, and the 49ers are 3-0 in the division. So
Mario might have to go.
And the 49ers might have an MVP.
Gino and company, they're 2-4 on the road. It's gonna be rough.
All right, we got Buffalo coming down here to the town. 2.5-point favorites.
Who are the Chiefs right now? Who are they?
The Chiefs are going to be the team who win this game.
Before you go there, before you answer that question, who are the Chiefs? This is worth noting. We have a few kind of significant injuries, and it's not going to be. I'm not going to use this as an excuse. I want to say this for the show. Jeff, you asked me. But no, this is not going to be
disclaimers out there.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just saying before y'all make. I don't know if y'all pre-made y'all picks or if y'all picking them on the fly, but I'm just saying. I'm giving y'all some information. They Pacheco, who's been a bright spot for the Kansas City Chiefs, possibly could have got his first 1,000-yard rushing season this year if it had not been for the injury. Don't know how long he's going to be out, but it seems like it's a shoulder, something going on with his shoulder that he had surgery on. He's out. You got Donovan Smith, one of our dominant linemen. He's out. You got Brian Cook.
Drew Tranquil.
He's been playing he's been playing good ball in the secondary safety. And then you also got Drew Tranquil, who is taking over for
I like Trank.
Oh, I do too. And he's injured.
But Bolton just got activated today.
We
so
get Bolton back.
I'm not saying he's gonna play and come in, but
how ironically.
Right. Like
our injury, man, don't get me started. Our injuries scripted. Yeah. Is that to make the game more even? Because I think that this would have been a blowout. With all things stated. The Bills are 6-6 this year. They are 1-4 on the road. They are 3-5 in the conference. They're not the same they're not the same when they're at home.
Yeah.
Bills Mafia is at the game. They're 5-2 at home. The Chiefs are, on the other hand, 4-2 at the Kingdom. Mm-hmm. They are 6-1 in the conference. So these conference games starts to mean something. I already know what Andy was preaching. I don't even have to. Yeah. I think this is a blowout. I think the Chiefs, despite it all, in a race for the 1 seed, you have Miami is 6-2 in the conference. The Ravens are 6-3 in the conference. The Chiefs not ideally. The Chiefs can lose this game and be all right. But at 6-1, 7-1 kind of gives them a foothold because then all you're needing is just one loss by either the Ravens or Dolphins. And that's pretty much going to happen. So I have the Chiefs, Andy steering the ship. And not just, I gave my reasons why, not being a homer or nothing like that, but just, you know what I'm saying? I know what time it is right now. We're in December, baby.
Yeah.
We're in December, so I know what Andy gonna do.
Where you at, Jeff?
I'm going Buffalo.
Of course,
they already in the playoff mode, so they already playing playoff games. And I think Josh is finally taking this, not trying to force everything, and the Chiefs struggle to on point.
Interceptions and fumbles as
a Joshua.
I think Buffalo will pull it out.
I like it. I think Josh gonna pull out at least 2 interceptions.
I can see it
in this game.
All right, we got Denver and Los Angeles Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers 2.5 point favorites.
Okay, to give some insight on that, Denver is 6-6. The Chargers are 5-7. The disappointing What is going on with the Chargers, y'all? Why can't they win?
Ever.
I'm gonna tell
they have all the talent.
Always.
I'm gonna tell you what's going on with what I see when I watch the Chargers play. For some reason, they are not getting Eckler involved in the game the way they should be.
And they dropping a lot of passes like the Chiefs is.
They not Eckler
open passes.
Eckler is an excellent a running back catching the ball out of the backfield.
Yes.
Excellent runner, and they're not using him.
I got to ask you something, C's. Good point. Good point. Is that personal? What was going on in the offseason between them two?
He wanted a new contract, and they didn't want to pay him.
So are you purposely not getting him the ball to not pay him?
Running backs' values are going down, period, anyway.
No,
but Eckler.
That's the league saying that.
That's
the league is saying
they paying these running backs like they ain't even worth it. I mean, look at all these running backs that was in the holdout anyway.
I don't. And what's going on? Because Josh Jacobs led the league in rushing. Pay him his money. What's going on?
Losing value. That's what I'm saying. This is
they feel like they can win without a star.
Or if you're not a running back that's Christian McCaffrey, who's obviously all right. I mean, Eckler could be in there too, but like who's somebody who's coming out of the backfield. You can line them up outside that receiver. You know what I'm saying? And running routes, they catching the ball. You can hand them the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's what
the league
type of running back you want now. You don't want
Hey, yeah, Tez, and I'm glad you said that. Check. Let's rewind back when your boy Le'Veon runs for that, gets that 2,000 something yards from scrimmage. The back wasn't devalued then. All of a sudden, when it start coming to pay these dudes like a Le'Veon had to go to the Jets. Pittsburgh Pittsburgh still hasn't replaced. Well, they had James Conner briefly, but he didn't replace Le'Veon like that. And it's like they keep thinking that they can draft a back like you're expendable and I can get rid of you and all of that. You know what I mean? And they really don't. Now, Tony Pollard, they drafted Tony Pollard while they had Ezekiel. We saw Ezekiel just, man, have you ever seen a back kind of flatten out like that? Like, damn, he just went up and he just went down and it just stayed flat. Like, what is Ezekiel right now? So it's certain backs.
Yeah.
But I think that's the argument. I mean, you look back to go back to Todd Gurley with the Rams. Had a great year. Paid him. Then he disappeared after whether injuries, whatever. Zeke, same thing. Great year, got paid, disappeared. Brandon Jacobs, great running back.
They got backups
falls off. Now, how many teams do you see draft a running back in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round, come in, get 1,200 yards rushing?
Look at
they think they interchange, but you can just go find one. I mean, when's the last time that your team had a top of the line running back?
Yeah, so that's a good. This is a good.
Edwards supposed to be that, but he didn't turn out to be that. He was the first.
So in the case of,
it's hit and miss. I mean, Saquon.
That's where I was gonna go. Thank you. I was gonna go there. So you give Daniel Jones. You give Daniel Jones his bag. Yeah. So you give Daniel Jones his $40 million bag.
But it's a passing lead.
Everybody's more valuable in the passing game, the quarterback or the running back.
The quarterback.
Hey, and that's why I'm asking y'all, who's pushing that narrative?
The
is
league.
that
Andy Reid done changed the game?
Yeah, is that the league?
On the ball.
Andy Reid, he done
You
changed.
don't score 40 points a game.
Yeah.
Come on,
man.
What points throwing the ball 50 times a game.
So that's why we seeing y'all 3rd and 1. We seeing empty backfield. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, how many teams do you see just hand the ball off on 4th and 1? It's either the tush push, some reverse, some bubble screen. You ain't just seeing people line up in the power eye no more and just here, go get me a yard.
Yeah.
Mainly because 9 times out of 10 they don't get it.
And they did change it to where, because the offense sells tickets.
Mm-hmm.
They got all these rules to protect the quarterback,
tickets, right? So offense sells tickets. They are gearing it more to where they're filling seats. That's what it's more.
And yeah. Okay. Did y'all hear Ray Lewis and Ed Reed back when they were playing speak on that? Because it's like they were like, he said, when I see a 10-7 game, I'm seeing defense.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And most of the people are thinking that's terrible offense.
Yeah, that's boring to watch.
Yeah, and they're feeling like it's boring to watch, and it's like boring to who?
Because
not
to me. I love seeing. I love seeing points, but I also love to see a dominant defense.
Yeah, I don't that 50-40 shit.
Yeah, that's not
arcade game, but that's what they want.
That's what the league wants, and that goes to Dantes' point to where they're devaluing the running back because you have, like, for instance, let me see, who could I use running back?
I got a game for you, C's. Do we all remember the Chiefs versus the Rams? The first year the Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
50, the high score
56 against Mahomes.
Yeah, now what people didn't realize in that, how many pick sixes? That's defense.
That's defense.
There was some pick sixes in that mug.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was some fumble recoveries and all that. But we look at it like, we looking at it like, damn, they about to bust the scoreboard. That's a lot of O.
Yeah.
And it's like, it was a lot of D in there too. Yeah.
Because if you didn't see the game, and you just saw the score.
Yeah. You would be like, damn.
It wasn't
where the D at? You'd be like, God damn, nobody could stop nobody.
Yeah. Because we had remember that Kansas City game, we had the no punt game.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can almost say that was like
you can almost say that one.
A no defense game because it was just like neither offense, they was just going up and down the field. And then but the side note I put on that was there were a few punt returns for touchdowns.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, you gotta.
Who was that just played, y'all? That was 45-41. Last week. Who was that?
Was that a Philadelphia or
Ain't
Dallas?
no way.
Might have been a Dallas,
Seattle.
Yeah, Dallas and Seattle. Yep. Now, Bland returns a pick six and all that. It was some pick sixes and all that kind of stuff going on and all that. You know what I mean?
Offense.
Yeah.
It wasn't all offense. So
people think it would be all offense. Yeah.
And then another side note, when you have a short field, so if I get a turnover,
yes,
I only have to go 30 yards to score.
Touchdown.
Like, I mean, it is offense, but it was caused by the defense.
Yep.
Like, we had this short field, so I mean, there's a lot of things that you can look at on that.
Everybody wants their team to have it down at offense, but they don't want to face a good.
It puts asses in seats.
Nobody wants their team to have a good defense. So I just found it interesting that if a defense stands up and stops the opposing offense, the fan of the offensive team says it was the offense who screwed up. Like the defense didn't have nothing to do with it. The offense didn't do their part, what they supposed to do.
Sometimes it depends on how the play went. Sometimes it could be, you know what I'm saying, a bad pass on the quarterback, a bad.
Or they wasn't on the same page.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah.
I can see it both ways though.
But hey, take your casual fan of the Chiefs. The casual fan of the Chiefs does not give the defense its credit. Yeah. But the Chiefs have one of the best defenses in the NFL.
I was just about to say,
and in the AFC, they've only given up 208 points allowed. Their points allowed is like there's Baltimore at 187.
Yeah.
And it's the Chiefs second with 208. Yeah. But the perception of the Chiefs is they're an offensive team that just needs a defense to be solid. But the Chiefs this year have been more of a defensive team, or more of a balanced. They're a balanced team.
It's balanced because what they're doing, what's going on right now. See, people are focusing on the drops, but if we pull up the Chiefs' numbers, like as far as yards per game, looking at that, then you'll kind of get a different picture of what the Chiefs are.
Yes, sir.
They're different. Scoring 35 points a game in this year either, so then people just think the offense sucks.
Yep. Yeah,
that is true. But
they've changed though. They've had to. When you get a Pacheco, you're gonna have to run a Pacheco. He's a physical back. You can control the game, and they've run well. And people won't give the Chiefs credit for running. The Chiefs are one of the best running teams.
Yeah. So what people are doing now against Kansas City is that they're daring them to run because one, they know Andy Reid does not really like to run the ball. He used to say that was a waste. Yeah, he used to say that was a waste of a down. That's how he used to look at it.
Well, you know, the West Coast, and plus the people, I hate when the commentators never mention this. So the West Coast adaptation is when you see bubble screens to these offensive coordinators, those are extended handoffs. I don't have to just put it in the belly of a back to say that this was a run. If I swing it out in the flat, like you see with the Chiefs, a lot of backs come in motion and go right to the flat and stay right there. That's my check down. Yeah. If this route down the field ain't open or these routes aren't open down the field, here, you right here in the flat. Make a move on that one man that's covering you. And that's an extended handoff, but that's that Bill Walsh stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When he had Roger Craig and then Ricky Waters and all that. So you've seen with a lot of these teams have West Coast offenses and all that. They believe in the quick passing game. Look at Tua. Tua gets rid of the ball 2.3 seconds.
That's handing
So these
off.
are extended handoffs to Tyreek.
That is a
Yeah.
handoff.
They need to change the passing yard stats. Like some of
That's
them
a
shouldn't
long
count as
distance
passes.
handoff.
Some of them, exactly. Thank you. Some of them shouldn't count as pass. Like if you throw behind the line,
shouldn't count as passing yards either.
I mean, if it's
Yeah.
forward though, it's still a pass.
Yeah, if it's
yeah,
forward,
if it's an overhanded throw, yeah.
if it's behind the line and he drops it, it's a fumble. But
Yeah,
if
but
That's why I don't like that shovel pass.
Yards and
Not if he
then
threw
the
it
receiver
forward.
catches it and runs for
That's
50
right.
yards. That shouldn't be a 50-yard pass. That should be a 2-yard pass with a 50-yard run.
Exactly. Rack or yak or whatever you use.
Much paperwork.
All yards.
It's too much paperwork.
I mean, but if you go into doing that, then you would have to change it to where like when a ball like a quarterback throws it to a receiver, the ball bounces off his hand and is picked off.
It shouldn't be a
Then
quarterback
that should
interception.
be a quarterback interception. Then
True.
I mean, if you go,
That's like
if you
the
go
Jet.
down that. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. I was just gonna say, just like the jet touch pass, if the wide receiver comes in motion and the quarterback gets it and then touches it forward to him, that's considered a pass. When it's a run. It's really a jet sweep, but a jet sweep is only when they get when they handed the ball off. Yeah, it's a jet sweep when they get handed off to them.
Right.
But the jet touch pass is a pass.
It's a lot.
It's crazy.
So if you start playing with that rule, then you got to look at.
Yeah, a lot of these quarterbacks, their stats would be a whole lot different.
A whole
lot different.
Who y'all pick for that game? We got to fly through these.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I got it. Where are we at?
We got
Denver.
We got the Denver and Chargers.
I just went with the Chargers. I just feel like Chargers, like but all these teams are still they're not mathematically disqualified.
Yeah, but you know the Chargers are gonna find a way to screw it up.
Yeah, that's their head coach too, man. He's on the high.
He's out of there. He's gone. Black Monday couldn't come any sooner.
You know what? I went with the home team, man, but I think Denver gonna win.
You changing it? Okay.
No, I'm not gonna change it. I'm gonna stay with the Chargers.
So you think
this next one?
Win by less
this next one here. Ooh, this next one here.
Dallas.
Ooh,
Dallas 3-point favorites, 3.5-point favorites
at home.
They're at the crib, and I think they've won something like 12 or 13 straight at the crib.
Philly.
And Philly is coming off a shellacking
3-point spread. I mean,
this is a good one right here.
It's gonna be a close game.
Is that I've been waiting all day for Sunday night.
Here's a Sunday night, man. 7:20.
Is it?
Dallas, yeah. But look, this game right here, man, Dallas, man, they beat one team
over 500.
Over 500. And the team that they beat over 500 was 65.
And they're now 6-6 because of that loss.
Because of that loss. So Dallas, this will be a game that Dallas can.
Who are the Cowboys then, C's? Who are the Cowboys?
The Cowboys are who we thought they were.
They are who we
they're gonna be the same team every year.
This is the same. Look,
come on, man.
And it's crazy because I say
what you say, Ted?
And I'm not even hating when I say this. We see this every year with the Cowboys. It's the same.
They start out.
I don't care who it is.
So are the Cowboys the NFC version of the Chargers?
Nah, because the Chargers ain't a winning team.
Well, they come every year with like the most.
They're pretenders, y'all. They're pretenders. They are. They're pretenders. We can. And that ain't. But to a Cowboy fan, we hating like a mug. Let's see, there y'all go. Y'all be hating it.
I think Philly gonna win. It's gonna be a close game, but I think Philly gonna get it. I don't care.
Now, look, I will say this: if Dallas wins this game and they win it handily, like they've been doing these other teams that's under 500, then you have to without saying, you can't call me a hater when I say, okay, well then we got to look at Dallas because they this is the second team, even though Seattle won one game. above 500. This is the second team that they've won against a team that's above 500. Because what they argument is we only play who's on our schedule. That's everybody. I don't want to hear that argument. That's who everybody.
Right.
So don't throw that out the window. But if Dallas wins this game and they win it in convincing fashion, 10 points or better, then even if they win the game, then you have to look at it in a little different light, because most people would say that Philadelphia is probably a Super Bowl caliber team.
But do you think
Cowboy fans gonna love my answer? It's probably gonna fire them up.
Okay.
The Eagles, the Eagles are the bully on the block. The Eagles have been bullying the Cowboys as of lately. Okay, in this Nick Sirianni, Jalen Hurts era, they've been bullying the Cowboys a little bit. I feel like the Cowboys have to win this game if they still have NFC East. There are Cowboy fans out here. They're just a game back, 10-2 versus 9-3. 9-3 obviously has to win. They're at home. They have to win. If the Eagles beat them in this game, psychologically, I don't believe that I think this will affect the Cowboys in the playoffs.
So that
like
puts
every
them,
year.
So
every
if they
year.
lose this game, that puts them essentially
two games back.
Yeah.
Which is really more than that because it's a division game.
Yep.
3-0 in the division place, 3-1. The Cowboys are 3-1 in the division, and that one loss was to Philly. If Philly pulls out the brooms this game, I don't think the Cowboys psychologically will be able to go to the Super Bowl. I think they have some good, whatever's going on for the Cowboys, the mojo right now. I think we all would agree they got some good mojo right now, right? They got some good mojo going on. I'm going to go with Dallas because they're home and they have to win. I don't want them to win because obviously I'm a
right.
The enemy of my enemy, goddamn it, is my enemy.
In this case,
they're both my enemies.
I just went with Philly because I feel like Philly is the more experienced team.
Yeah. They're the better team. They're better too.
Yeah, they're
better.
This is the bigger game. They've been on this stage as of recently. This is going to have a playoff atmosphere.
Yes.
This is one of them big games. So I'm going with the team that's going to probably lead, because Philly been winning games and that they should have lost.
Don't tell Cowboy fans they're the better team, no.
You better not. But
Philly
knows how to win when it's tight. I can't say that. I can't say that for Philly. I mean, for the Dallas Cowboys, because they haven't been tested all year, really. So
who you got, Tez?
Oh, both of y'all asked.
I got Philly.
Yeah, I already said Philly. I got Philly.
Yeah, it's unanimous.
I
said Dallas.
At Miami.
Dallas don't like to play.
Yeah, we got to fly through these.
Yeah, this is
Tennessee at Miami. Easily.
Miami.
I got Miami for sure.
I went with Tennessee because of the points. Now I think Miami's gonna win, but I think Tennessee is going. They want to play spoiler because this is not the season that they plan for. But I think Miami
ain't got no defense.
I think Miami's gonna win. Damn, you just broke my heart. I think Miami's gonna win, but 14 points, man. 2 touchdowns.
It's gonna happen. Tyreek about to go
crazy.
Hey,
fellas, free D Hen. That's all I gotta say. Free D Hen, y'all.
I don't know, man. He about to fall in that running back. You know what I'm saying?
Free D Hen, baby. Free him up. Free him up. He gotta go. He gotta go.
You know what?
He's gotta go.
He's been beat up, man. Like,
that's what I'm saying. He's about to fall into that devalue category where the running backs is.
But the rumors are his ass going to who the hell did they say? I was like, boy. The rumors are the Ravens, everybody. I don't think we want to see that.
Odell. He needs to go to a team that other teams fear their passing game.
It was rumors here, but that's illegal. D. Henry would be outlawed here. I don't think the league would allow that.
Yeah, they ain't gonna.
I don't think the league would allow that.
Echo and Derrick Henry in your back.
So everybody go with Miami
Hell
besides you,
nah.
Pops.
Yeah, I just and I believe Miami's gonna win. I just don't think it's gonna be 13 points. I think
Green Bay.
Tennessee got pride, man.
Yeah, I feel it. And both of these last two games, the Tennessee, Miami, and Green Bay and New York is both Monday night games.
That's crazy.
So
Green Bay, I got Green Bay versus the Giants.
Like I just said, Green Bay against the New York Giants. The Green Bay Packers are the 6.5 point favorites.
I'm going with Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm
Cheesehead.
Yeah, I think Green Bay gonna win the game, but I don't know. I think it's gonna be a little bit closer. Neither one of the teams.
Because the Giants, who are they really? I don't. They're sneaky.
Is DeVito still starting
sneaky
the
bastards.
I
think it's still DeVito.
Still playing quarterback.
I think it's still DeVito. Yeah, Tommy DeVito.
Like
I can tell you. Danny Dimes.
Danny DeVito. He said, with his short ass.
I'm the only one that went with the Giants. As far as the spread, at least, I think the Green Bay they're gonna win. But
why did they do
the Giants?
So we might as well do Thursday night and end it, fellas. We might as well do Thursday night. Chargers and Raiders.
What's that next week?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who'd you say?
Chargers and Raiders.
What's the spread?
I don't even know if they have a spread right now.
Chargers, Raiders.
Where is it at? It's
in Las Vegas. I'm going with the Raiders.
I'm gonna go with
they have for some reason they have the Chargers number.
Again,
I lost to them in LA, so already.
I'm riding with the Chargers.
It's hard for me to pick that game because I need to see what happens this week and how they look.
Mm-hmm.
But if
I'll go with my team right now, but that may change by next week.
Yeah, but I'm right now at this point in time, I'm gonna pick the Raiders because if they win
Raiders,
they firmly didn't put themselves in the conversation to make the playoffs. Based off of the so many 500 teams that's all fighting for a wild card spot. So as of right now, I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Chargers. I'm the only one so far.
Raiders Nation. Yeah.
Hey man, we didn't care. Hey, we hit it this week.
Yeah, we well overdue. I gotta go. People coming over to the house.
Yep. So we was going.
I seen an hour and a half. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Hour.
That's why I stopped timing one stack, boy, because it's like the spirit will take over, and it's like, man, because it's been a great show. It ain't like it's been wasted time, but yeah, you got duties, my brother.
Hey, this was a very informative show.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
It had to go that way because the time, like, it's hard to do a show like this, and we're talking about a serious topic like the one we had, because we could have that could have been the whole show,
right?
Word.
Literally. But but it's sports and more. We talk about sports, and we got more things to talk about. So
yes, sir.
So that was the more that we gave y'all, man. But it's hard to do that in 10 minutes, like, because when you said 10 minutes, I'm like, damn, I don't know how you going.
I know. I was just like, yeah, because I mean, the spirit will take over. That's why I stopped doing one stack, like, based off of a time, because I'm touching on so much stuff that it's like you can't put a time limit to this stuff. And then even with sports, y'all know how that goes. We could talk about this really all day.
Yeah, I mean, it could be
all day. Yeah,
but I do like before when we get off air, and we about to go off air, man. But when we go off, then I got something I want to run by both of y'all. But man, I appreciate, man, everybody for tuning in, man. All your questions.
Thank you.
Man. Shout out to ATG Boxing. Congratulations, Ballerina.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Boxing Ballerina, man. She
proud of you, Corey, man, as a father and stuff, man. Hey, proud of you, boy.
Hey, we got to get them on, man. We got to get them on. She just won the title.
Yeah.
She wearing that belt. So
Let's get it.
Has
so
she met Layla yet?
that's a
I
question.
don't know if she had. They kept it secret.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we
Okay.
have to holler at him on that, man. But shout out to
Yeah.
everybody that paid, tuned in, watched us, man. Don't forget to go get the
Juice,
Juju.
man. We got the
You know
flavor,
what I'm
man.
saying?
You already know.
Appreciate, man.
Yeah.
Y'all got topics? Hit us up.
Yes. And
Yeah,
y'all
don't be
want anything
scared.
that y'all want us to tackle, hit us up, man. Put it in the comments, you know what I'm saying? And we'll get to it, man, because we doing this, man, because we like doing it. And then y'all
Don't
like
be going out here running from the police because I said that.
Now,
Don't be going out here running from the police.
Just get
Please.
this piece of paper.
please.
Yeah,
Don't be
you
like,
know what I'm saying?
man, boy, that dude from one stack, man, got my brother shot.
I did not say that, sir.
We do not condone
If they
running
pull you over, boy, just run like shit.
Don't do that. And if you watch the first part of the segment, man, he told y'all, he said, now you gotta
know what you're doing.
You gotta know what you're doing.
You gotta
Don't
understand.
out here thinking you can just
So get in these law books if you're trying to do, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
We're gonna give you the spiel, but you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta do the rest on your own terms.
That's right.
boy, I had 10 warrants and shit. I asked him, am I under arrest? Shit, and I just ran, boy.
Do that with 10 warrants, now did we?
Get your ass from behind the wheel, boy. Don't hey, boy.
I ain't got no tags on my car either, man.
Hey, get on the passenger side, boy.
Put that handwritten cardboard on your car talking about private
I was watching my boy Cash. Shit, I don't need no tags, boy.
Hey, he just took the fuck off, so I thought I could do it. Okay.
Pow, 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 pow.
Hey man, be smart out there, man. Don't be doing nothing. Hey, come on, man. Know your right. Know your rights. Do it right, man. Get it taken care of, man.
That's
Word.
Yeah, that was a great show, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, indeed.
Jeff, Tez, and Kev Create.
We in this
yes,
month.
sir.
Man, boy, thanks for tuning in, man. Y'all tune in next week, man. We're gonna have more stuff for y'all, man. But thanks, man, everybody. And don't forget to go to Keep It a Stack, One Stack.
One Stack by Create on Facebook. It's public. All you gotta do is put in One Stack, number one stack. Yep. Check me out. Some of the topics get long, but you got to take your notes and all that. I try to be thorough and all that. I go in on a lot of stuff, and I'm doing a One Stack today.
So it's also like if you look at where his name is, Create One Stack, just like that, and you'll be able to find him. All right, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for tuning in, man. Until next time, man. We out.
Let's go, Chiefs Kingdom.
Peace. Let's get that win. Well, you had to slide it in.